this meat. Okay, girl, y'all ready? Let's get it together. This is our time. Yes! All right now. Yes!
The love and lips show, the truth, the real, the sweat, how you feel.
All right.
The love and lips show, the truth, the real, the sweat, how you
Okay. Come to me for advice about your family and friends, to your husband and your wife. I can tell you about mine and what's been applied. So stay tuned and buckle in for the ride. My past experience are for your ears to hear. I'll tell you tales from my past year. May do a review on some beauty products. You can catch me on the stream when the grease is popping.
The love and lips show, the truth, the real, the sweat, how you feel.
Okay.
The love and lips show, the truth, the real, the sweat, how
Here
you
we
feel.
go. When the road is bumpy and everything is shaky, gotta live and love and show it on the daily. You do your thing and I'll do mine. No judgment here, there's only love on my mind. It's not always right, some things are not easy. We can toss and turn until we make it easy. Keep a smile on your face and encourage one another. We only live one life, so we gotta love each other.
The love and lips show, the truth, the real, the sweat, how you feel.
Oh yeah.
The love and lips show, the truth, the real, the sweat, how you feel.
The lesson we learn won't stop or block us. We're all in the past, so let's get to walking. Live and love each day as your last. It's funny how time can flash. This is your life, so you better live it. If you really want something, work hard to get it. Join me on my journey and watch the show. We'll do it one more time, but by now you should know.
The love and lips show, the truth, the real, the sweat, how you feel.
Yeah.
The love and lips show, the truth, the real, the sweat, how you feel.
Okay, okay.
The love and lips show, the truth, the real, the sweat, how you feel.
That's right, girl.
The love and lips show, the truth, the real, the sweat, how you feel.
We out.
Yo. L&L. L&L. Woo. 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 L&L show. It's hot. 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 Taste it hot. I'm ready. L&L. Let's go. L&L show. Motivation speakers. Positive affirmation. Tune in every week. We need a Monday family meeting. Elijah always cheating. Relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time. Come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time. Creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up. Shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your potluck. Tropical morning for your royalty. Love and live empire bringing all the heat. You wanna taste that heat? Woo. Try to taste the heat. Woo. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Woo. Chocolate burning, love, mild watermelon. Heat. Dynamite's the truth. Have you woo?
Elijah, favorite nephew, Lenora. She know it's the truth. Adriana,
Chris. Everybody love Chris. Love it yourself.
It's the love
Hey,
and live
hey,
show. It's the love and live show.
love and live.
It's the love and live
We laughing, having fun.
Get up and stay up and live. Get up and stay up and live.
Love and live. Each day as if it was your last.
The love and show. The love and show.
Yep.
this is love and live shots.
Have you had your coffee today? Now we have a question. question. What would you like to
buy me a coffee?
What does that mean?
You buy coffee? It's a wonderful membership.
All right, buy me a coffee.
Yes, there's a lot of things that we want to do, and buy me a coffee will help with that.
Everything on the Love and Live show.
And all the perks that you will get will grow as we grow.
Oh, snap. It's going to grow to be great as we grow.
So right now, we are small, but we are ready to grow big with you. Buy
us
a
coffee. Buymeacoffee.com/Love and Live show.
I did it. I did 20 I did it. Nice to meet you too.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. How's everybody doing today? It's relationship advice here on the Love and Live show. If you guys don't know what we do, every Wednesday here on the Love and Live show, we do relationship advice.
Yes, we do.
So all you have to do is drop your questions, relationship-related questions in the chat,
Yeah.
and we'll get to them. You already know what's going on.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got to let these people know, Queen Lenore?
I'm happy to be here, y'all. I've been just doing my thing today and forgot my timing.
All right, well, we got some folks in here. Starting from the top, we're going to go ahead and welcome some folks in. All right. We got Moon Rose.
Moon Rose, welcome in. Nice to meet you.
We got, I don't know, Sosa. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Hello to you.
Welcome
and we
in.
got Jay Pretty in the building.
All right. We also going to go ahead and welcome in Sweetheart. Sweetheart is in here saying, how are you doing today? And for dinner, she had some rice, salad, and vegetables.
Oh, that was good. Sounds
we
good.
also got to welcome in
Oreo Miles.
Hey, Oreo, I hope you are ready for your shout out.
Yeah,
She
we
said,
did it differently
hello,
this time.
Aunt Lenora and Elijah, how are you doing today?
Yeah, we did your shout out totally different.
Yeah, it's been up. It's already been up for a couple of days already, so you get to see the preview. Sweetheart, everyone, that has a trailer and everything. Sweetheart said, how are you doing, nephew and queen?
Hey, sweetheart.
What's going on, sweetheart? Now, Oreo said hello to everyone.
Hey.
She also says hello to sweetheart. She's trying to see how she's doing today. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, queen. Boom, 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 boom.
Hey, king.
All right, Queen Lenore. Don't you
catch that song, Elijah.
We got Unbiased LLC.
She said she's doing some hair. Girl, I need you to come over here and do some hair for me, sis. Yeah.
How you doing, Unbiased? It's nice seeing you in the chat today.
Yeah.
All right, what's going on, Unbiased?
She's busy. Y'all better check her out. Y'all ain't checked her out, go check her out.
We also got to welcome in
what?
The 5-time award winning.
What?
When it's hot out, sunglass wearing.
Sunglass.
All right, when it's cold out, chinchilla wearing.
Yeah.
You can catch him at a cosplay convention. We
what?
got Yo, it's your boy Leo. All right, you was getting really
Welcome
involved with that
Mark.
Mark, what's going on?
Okay,
Baby girl Nay, welcome in.
Welcome in.
We also got to welcome somebody in. She's sliding through saying, what it do, crew? We got
Nicole Reeves is in the building.
Nicole, how you doing today?
How you been?
All right. Now, Oreo. Oh, okay. Wait, we're gonna go ahead and welcome in Jose. Carmona. Welcome in.
Yeah.
Now Oreo say, okay, cool. Thank you so much. I'm just coloring some fall pictures. All right.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Up next, we got some folks that stay entertaining. All right. We already welcomed in Leo, but you already know Watson is the other half of this.
Yeah.
We have House of X Entertainment. We stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining. We stay entertaining. Hey, what's going on, House of X? House of X coming in saying everyone is in the pool. What's going on?
I feel sorry for y'all.
Listen,
I know I'm not in the pool.
It's a pool party. I guess everybody's invited, and you don't really get an option whether you can come or not.
I guess not.
All right, well,
we're gonna welcome in.
We got
I drop in your cup.
All right,
we
Jose.
And we got Shock Rodney.
Shook.
Oh yeah, Shook.
Hey yo, City Boy, what's good? Welcome in.
Okay.
Austin.
Damon. What's Austin?
Evil.
Yep.
Gregory.
Yep.
Noe.
Yep.
Davis.
Yep.
Blueberry.
What?
Abel and
what?
Tina.
Tina, what?
Oh my goodness. Innocent ID. How you doing? Ramon.
Yep.
How's it going?
Hey.
Tony McClare. What's
Innocent.
All right.
Dwayne, Star, Eugene.
Okay, all right. Welcome everybody in James.
James, right here.
Rhea, Wario.
Wario.
House of X said everybody's in the pool.
I'm not.
Now, it's relationship advice, right? It's
Yes.
relationship advice.
Are we gonna have some good relationship advice today?
Yeah, are we? Is really the question.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, here we are. If you guys have any relationship related questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. We're gonna get to them. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get different opinions, and that's what we're looking forward to doing. And do you want to do the chocolate thing that you had in mind today, or you want to?
It's up to you. You didn't tell me no last time,
so we'll probably hold off. We'll try to really figure out how we're gonna do that next week.
It's just a hashtag, isn't it? 𝒮𝒾𝒶𝓁𝓈s, me, only 22, Purple Pisces.
Purple Pisces, welcome
What's
in.
up, Lanini Kanika?
I don't know what that was, but welcome in.
And over here, I'm gonna wait till you get over here. We got somebody new over here from Michigan. Okay, he'll be here in just a second, and we can welcome you, give you a nice warm welcome. Yes.
All right.
Here he comes. We got Richard Dempsey. We lit. JT Samurai. Arlene, I mess up a name. Thank you for the hearts. We appreciate the hearts. Yes, we do.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead
and welcome in Mimi.
How you doing?
Yes,
Mimi?
how you doing, Mimi? How's everything going? She is from Michigan.
She's from Michigan.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what Chris is from. His family from Michigan. He was born in Michigan.
Welcome in, Mimi. We also got Oreo saying, "I like your cup, Eleanor. She feeling your cup."
Oh, thank you. Yes. Okay, let me tell you. I know you guys don't have it.
Really?
The grocery outlet. You get about like 6-7 of these cups for $5. It comes with a lid and a straw Oreo.
Bargain market.
Woo, I'm telling you, we don't have regular cups here. You know how people got glasses? No, not over here. Because everybody seems to like straws and cups, and if you don't, just don't put the lid in the straw in. I need it because this orange juice is frozen, and so.
Levon, welcome in. Nevaeh, welcome in. I know what you did. Welcome in.
Oh.
We got Queen in here. Welcome in.
Oh,
so,
hey, Queen.
Welcome in, Mimi, though. We appreciate you for being here. It's relationship advice. You guys have any relationship-related questions,
please
feel free to drop them in the chat. We're going to go ahead and start with the first bit of, relationship advice. The first conversation here. So, the title, not the title. The thumbnail says drunken mistake. All right. Ooh. And the title says cheating while drunk. Don't show it for us, because,
I'm about to say,
but anyway,
that's not what it says.
So, what happened in
cheating while drunk?
Yeah, so this is what happened with this situation. All right, we've got they're about 40 years old, 40-year-old couple. They're both in their 40s, and they're just boyfriend girlfriend, not husband and wife.
Okay.
But they went to a party, and so his girlfriend got pretty drunk, and as she was drunk, everybody's kind of a little friendly in the party. Everybody kind of know each other.
Yeah.
Well, apparently one of his friends. She was telling him about how his girlfriend was trying to flirt with her boyfriend, and she was all over him, filling up on him, whispering sweet nothings in his ears and all that. And he wasn't really feeling that. And she's doing this in front of just about everybody. And so when it comes back to him, he confronts her on it. Now she's acting like nothing happened, and he's a liar. So we got the liar conversation. So
we like to turn the tables and make the other person feel like they're wrong.
So as that would happen, he's like, all right, we're gonna confront this situation head on.
Yeah.
He brought her to the guy that she was, flirting with.
Ooh. And
she was still saying, while the guy was saying no, what she was doing, she was saying none of that happened. You're just a liar. And
so the guy that said, "Yeah, we did the deal," she said,
"Well, they didn't do nothing. They didn't do nothing." But she was feeling all up on him and stuff like that in front of everybody.
Oh,
so she didn't. They didn't cross no line.
Okay,
but she was trying to. You could definitely see what was going on there. So, how do you feel about that situation? We're gonna go ahead and welcome in Jason Ewing. Welcome in.
How you
Jason
doing?
Is saying howdy, everybody.
Howdy.
What's good? Welcome in. We also got to welcome in
Tamika Davis.
Tamika, how you doing? She said, "Hey, Love and Live Show," and everyone in the chat.
And we got the baby D. welcoming in Brick Baby. We
Welcome
welcome
in.
in Sexy Flocka.
Thank you for
Welcome
sending a heart.
in. Yes, thank you.
So put simply, we're gonna simplify it. You know, we've got the girlfriend flirting while drunk, and when she was confronted, she still denies it. How do you move on from that situation?
Well,
How do
she's
you-
making it worse by denying what actually happened.
Yeah.
So I mean, and maybe she don't remember. So maybe
Yeah.
she's not denying.
I
it.
mean,
She
it
just
seems
don't
like she
remember.
started sobering up real fast when she was hit with the conflict, though, and she was like really firm. You know, all that slurring of the speech was gone, and she was saying,
Oh, so this is the same night.
"This is the same night. This all happened in the same night."
Oh, I thought it came back later on.
No, it didn't come back.
Okay,
later.
so
This
let's
is all
get
in
this.
the
Okay,
same
so let me
night.
get this. We are all at a party. So
We at a
I'm gonna go.
party.
Okay, me and Chris is at a party
Yeah.
with so and so and their friend,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm flirting with her
So and so
friend.
friend. Yeah. Her
Joe.
boyfriend.
I'm
Mhm.
telling the Joe, and so Tanya comes over to tell Chris,
Mhm.
your woman is
It's
flirting with my man,
Exactly.
and she tripping.
Yeah.
And then so Chris come over and go, you flirting with her man? And I'm like, no.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was no. And then when it got serious and we brought Joe over, Joe was like, yeah, she was all touching all over me and you know, doing all this other stuff. And she was like, no, now she ain't flirting anymore. No, I did not. I would never do that. I didn't touch you at all. Why are you even lying?
Exactly. That's the situation.
Oh.
So how do you move forward with that? You know, he's like, obviously everybody's telling me, and you know, it's more than just one person saying what's going on. So she got to be lying. But if you know, what is she lying for? You know, it's just kind of like, how do you move forward? It's also factoring in the age thing. It's like, you know, this is not like you're young and making this mistake. Not that age really matters in this situation, but it's like, you know, we kind of at a point where I'm looking at marriage, and that's really an option. I'm trying to get married, and then
you
over
you
here
don't
doing
need to
that.
look no more because you can tell she ain't gonna tell you the truth. So I would let her go because literally you're not getting the truth out of her, and literally you can't trust her. Because she could be like, yeah, when I'm drunk, I get touchy feeling. I'm touching over people. That's what I do. I'm gonna try not to get drunk like that. To do that, I'm sorry, I disrespected you. Hey, Tanya, I didn't mean to disrespect you either.
Okay.
I don't mean to do all that. She could have just came up clean and be like, I'm sorry. When I get, that's just how I am. When I get drunk, I get touchy feeling. You know, whatever the case may be. But I would leave her alone because she's not honest. And if she's not gonna be honest with you, then you don't want to, you know, be in that type of relationship where you're not honest. You want to be in an honest relationship where you can tell each other, and you can be just like I don't know.
Well, Lady
I'm a flirt.
Welcome in.
Welcome in, Lady Long Legs. How you doing?
But
yeah,
I think definitely what you're saying is kind of like, you know,
why you lying? Like
that's the big
what you
problem.
Lying for?
Like, you know, if you're just gonna be open and truthful with it, like, you know, this is what I do. Of course, that's a conversation, but at least, you know, we making some leeway.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's she is stepping out of the position of being the woman that's for him, and I'm saying, Chris, let her go.
Well, Tamika Davis is straight up saying, you know, still a cheater. You know, I would leave because I don't want to have to worry about nothing.
Yeah, because and my thing is, you doing it in front of everybody, and we at the same party. I mean, not only are you cheating, like you're disrespecting me, you doing it in front of me. Like, even though I didn't see it, you are disrespecting me. And I'm gonna just tell you, if it was women be mad, we'd be having problems. I'm just like, you know, right now. And he cool with it, but I'm telling you, let it go, Chris.
All right, well, Wendy B right here saying, oh, well, first of all, we got to go ahead and welcome in
Wendy B of AZ. Welcome in, sis.
Wendy,
how you doing?
It's nice having you in here. We also going to go ahead and welcome
Hello, Cornelius and KY Jelly.
Panama City. Welcome in, Panama. She's saying hello, everyone.
How you doing, Miss Lee? How's everything going?
Now, getting back to what Wendy B saying, she said they aren't married, so he should just leave the relationship. If she's cheating, good to be gone immediately.
Exactly.
All right, and Wendy said never marry when you suspect.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. And then she lying on top
man.
of it, so it's even worse.
But she said it's really cheating if you're not married. Honest,
So
no,
there
cheating.
I go.
I'm not
Here
sure
we
about
go
that.
Me and Wendy is feeling it. I feel you, Wendy. I feel you. People get mad at me all the time, but I feel exactly what you're saying, Wendy, right here. Everybody else is gonna go against us, but
Well, Jason right here, he said, I remember that song. Don't say that. She don't want to be said. Yeah,
exactly.
No, you listen,
Let her go.
Take the cape off, just.
You ain't trying to say it that way. And you don't want to be in a relationship with one that you gotta save anyway if there's an age, Is this the age? Let the age go, okay?
Oh my.
Just saying.
All
we gotta be real. Y'all gotta be transparent and real on this. Like seriously, we ignore all the signs that said to let go of somebody, and then we get married to them, and then wonder why we ain't happy in the marriage, and then it's like, oh, we gotta get a divorce, and it's like, no, you stick through it now. You already knew. They gave you signs. They told you up front. Now you want to get a divorce? No, you ain't getting no divorce. You got married. It said to death do you part. She ain't dead. You ain't dead. You into this marriage. Ta-da.
Oh my. So yeah. So pretty much, you just advising this fella right here to just let things go.
Exactly. Let it go.
It's not working out.
Let it go.
It's not working out for him.
Exactly.
And listen, Jason, right now, he's saying you got to find the ride or die for the ring.
You spending a whole bunch of money on this ring, and then y'all be getting married and having these big elaborate weddings, and then get divorced 2, 3, 4, 5 years later. We gonna get a divorce when we paid off the wedding, and we've been married 10, 20 years after we paid off the wedding. We gonna get our money's worth up in here. We ain't just getting no divorce. Y'all get divorced somewhere else, but up in here, we ain't getting no divorce. We done spent $10,000 on this wedding, and then your ring. Oh no, boo boo, and then you gonna want to keep the ring. And oh no, boo boo, no, you gonna stay in this marriage. So don't get married. If you ain't got that mindset of we ain't getting no divorce. Don't, because she giving you the signs that you guys ain't supposed to be together. She giving you the signs if you get married, you best not get a divorce. And then she not only is she giving you signs that she a little touchy, flirty, and not want to feel all over another dude, she gonna lie to you about it. So you know you ain't gonna trust her. So you gonna stay with her and don't even trust her. And then you gonna want to bring up this conversation all the time. Remember that time in 1982 when you was over there flirting with Tanya's man? See, I never forgot that, and that's why I don't trust you. Then why get married? Let her go. I just don't know why we play petty games and then want a different outcome. Let go of the pettiness. Like if the girl is showing you that she can't keep her hands off of another dude in front of you at the party, and then gonna lie on top of it, why are you with her? And then you ain't got no ring on no finger. You ain't married to her. Let her go.
Peppermint Kitten said, "You ever heard that song? It's cheaper to keep her."
Yeah, I heard, but they ain't married, so it's free to let her go. You ain't got to keep her. Let her go. That's the good thing about it.
Wendy said, as long as you thinking outweighs out, you're already on the door.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So let it go. And me and Wendy already feel, is it cheating if y'all ain't even.
Well, we got a question right here coming through from Oreo.
Oreo Mouse.
Penny,
Ayana, Poppy,
and Jay. Welcome in.
Welcome.
All right, so
thank you for the hearts, you guys. We appreciate it.
We got Oreo saying, how do you feel about this question? What if you have someone that's in a couple, and these people that are in a couple, they discuss other couples' business with himself and his girlfriend. So it's a boyfriend and girlfriend, and they just talking about other couples.
Okay.
All right. And then the boyfriend is texting the girl that doesn't want him, but agreed to exchange numbers in the beginning, and the girl wants to tell his girlfriend, but she doesn't tell her in front of. She doesn't want to tell her in front of her man.
Oh,
okay.
I gotta understand this question. First of all, I got the answer to the last part of this question, but I ain't got the whole thing. It's not vibrating in my head to get it. So let's try to get that in. So. Me and Chris, we boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
and we talking about other people's relationship, you know, Joe and Tanya's business. We all up in Joe and Tanya's business, right? Me and Chris is over Tanya's business, talking about their business all day long because that's what we do. Now, that second part, does that belong with the first part of the question?
I'm not sure. Because, I mean, if you're talking about the business, right? So she said, how do you feel about this question? What if you have someone that's in a couple and these two people, they're in a couple and they discuss others' relationship business.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's doing that between himself and his girlfriend. But the boyfriend, he's texting probably the girl that they talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And she don't want him, but they agree to exchange numbers in the beginning. And then the girl wants to tell his girlfriend, but she doesn't want to confront. So pretty much we'll say they're in a relationship and they talking about other people's relationship and other people's business. Well, one of the business that he talking about, he was actually trying to get, exchange numbers and be talking to the other girl. And now the girl is trying to figure out, how do I confront him? But I don't want to confront him. I want to just tell the girl.
No. Okay, let me tell you something. She
says she don't want to tell her in front of her man.
Okay, let me tell you something. That's the wrong thing to do. Like, let me just get this straight here. This man is trying to talk to you. Mm-hmm. And he got a girlfriend, and the girlfriend, so me and Chris is all up in everybody's business.
Yeah, y'all talking about
Chris is over here trying to.
But he
got this girl's number and stuff like that. And now Tanya wants to tell me about him.
Yeah.
But she only want to tell me without Chris. No, you confront me with Chris there. Don't see, that's when we starting to be wrong. Is what I just want to confront him. So then when it comes out, you look like the one trying to get with him. He ain't the one looking like he trying to get with you. So what you need to do is best say, boo-boo. Hey, Lenora. Hey, Tanya, how you doing? I just want you to know Chris got my number and called me, and I just wanted to let you know Chris called me, right, Chris? I didn't know if you told your girlfriend. I just want you to know I ain't got nothing to do with it. And, I'm just letting you know because I don't play around like that, and I don't know what's going on. Oh, it ain't nothing serious. I'm just letting you know he got my number. He called me. Like, we chatted for like 2 minutes, and I got a little uncomfortable, so I hung up. So I'm like, now letting you know
what the drill is.
What the drill is. Now, what she do with that information ain't got nothing to do with you no more. Because you did your part. You confronted her. You let her know your man is checking me out. He called me up, what's up? And I'm letting I wasn't down with, I was feeling uncomfortable because I was like, this conversation ain't really vibing with me, not the way it should be vibing. So I'm just going to say, I'm not going to do all that.
So she said, yeah, she clarified this all together. Panama said, that just sounds messy.
Because it is messy. Y'all know it's messy. Thank you for the heart. Y'all know it's messy. I mean, like, literally, Chris over there trying to talk to Tanya, and you wasn't talking about, I want to tell Lenore without him. Mm-hmm. Well, then it's always going to be what you say versus what he said. Yeah. But you saying it this way, he can try to back out and be like, oh, it wasn't even that. Girl right here. See that 2 minutes and 32 seconds? That's when I got comfortable and I hung up right there. I said bye and I hung up. I didn't even like, oh, I'm going to let you go. Bye, Clay. I didn't want nothing to do with it. I just wanted you to know. So in case you see anything, I'm just telling you, your man over here was dialing my number. Okay? And I was letting him know this ain't no Mr. Telephone Man kind of conversation.
Oh,
that's not what we do over here, okay? And that's what you do. What I hate is when you want to tell a girl something, but you don't want to say it in front of the man. So you looking suspicious.
That's true. You do.
You looking suspicious. Why not confront the situation? You know how I get people to stop telling me a lot of their business or try to start messing with me? They'll be like, oh, so-and-so is talking about you, Lenore. Oh, so-and-so is talking about you. So then when we all together, because I learned this when I was a kid, when we all together, I'd be like, so why was you calling me a B? How did you figure I was a hoe? I wasn't a hoe. I mean, because Sheila told me you called me a B.
Welcome in, Levette.
Hey, Levette, welcome in. Sheila told me you called me a B. And so she was sitting up there like, well, you did say that. You did call her a B. Or, oops. No, I didn't say she called you a B. I said she was talking and she was like, B. No, that's not what you came with me with. That's not how you came. So now people don't come with me with that bull crap because they already know, oh, no, it's going to confront the situation. She don't care. I had a friend He tried to tell me this guy that I like, he wasn't my man because I couldn't be with him because he didn't have a job and he wasn't doing nothing. And I was like, my mom said if I date somebody, they got to be at the least the same standards as I am. And I'm like, when you gonna get a job? When you gonna do some things? Anyway, this girl was trying to tell me, your man trying to talk to me. So we was in the car chilling. Hey, all of us in the car partying. Hey, and I turned down that radio. Hey, and I said, hey, I'm gonna call him Joe. Joe, yeah. So you trying to talk to my girl so and so? Huh? You trying to talk to my girl Tanya? No, I wasn't trying to talk to Tanya. Well, Tanya told me that you was trying to talk to her. You was trying to holler at her, and you know how I feel about you when we be, kicking it. What's going on? Uh, she was all speechless. So then he went off, and then I was like this. Turn back up the radio on it because I'm gonna stop the foolishness up front. Y'all be not wanting to stop the foolishness. I don't understand why y'all be wanting to hold on to foolishness. Let the foolishness go. Confront. I'm all about that. Like you tell me, so don't be like, "Ooh, Lenore, it's a secret. Charlie over there called you a B." That ain't no secret, cause she told you, and she think I'm a B. Hello, why you think I'm a B? And why do you be up in my face, Charlie? Charlie, why you all up in my face? If you think I'm a B, don't be up in my face. Like if you don't like me, don't be around me. I ain't begging no friends, okay? You don't want to be my friend, don't be calling me a B. And then when I can find out that Charlie never really called me a B, that you was being messy, we got a problem. Or I found out Charlie did call me a B. Well, peace to Charlie. And how did I learn that? I learned that when I was young. It's like probably in the 6th grade, 5th grade, 4th grade.
6th grade.
It was one of the grades. I was young, and it was so funny because we had just moved in the house. I'm gonna say I was in 5th grade, 6th grade, and I had to be in 5th because I wasn't in 6th yet, so 5th grade, and my mom and my stepdad were partying with these people up the street. Well, I was playing with the girl because her mom be over there too. Because the girl used to date my stepdad or whatever. And that's not why they was all kicking it, but y'all had mutual friends, so she was over there. So me and the girl became really close friends. And I would go up there and we would play all the time. And so we met this other girl who moved at the corner of the street and found out she was my cousin way later on, like 2 or 3 years later. But anyway, we was talking and we had played all day long. I mean, we was having so much fun. And at the end, she said, I'm going to call her Charlie again. Charlie, Lenore ain't no B. She's fun. She's not the a-hole you said she was. She's cool people. I don't know why you thought she was a B and an a-hole. And I looked at my cousin and I was like, well, I didn't know she was my cousin at the time. I looked at her and I was like, okay, I'll talk to you guys later. And then I left. Now, I think I walked in the house and then me and my mom and then we left to go down. Because literally we lived 5 blocks down the street, but I was too young to have a key at the time. Because, now we give keys to kids at 2 years old. Back then, we had to wait till you were a certain age to get keys to the house. And I remember I came back and she tried to talk to me and I didn't talk to her anymore. I was done. I didn't have a conversation. I didn't say, why did you tell her I was a B? Why did you feel like I was an a-hole? I didn't say any of that because she had never let me know that I ever got on her nose. So I didn't know. I just didn't know. So I just stopped talking to her. And we never talked after that. And then later on, like years later, I be seeing at church and now we say hi, and I'm like, how you doing, girl? But I always remember that. So I would never we could never be best friends because I would always believe like, and she could have learned her lesson from them, but that's just how it was in my head. That's how.
First impression.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we also got to get in this chat here. And Peppermint Kids, she clarified, yeah, it is messy.
It is very messy. That's why you tell people in front.
She said, I agree. Get to the point right from the start.
Yes.
Just get to the point.
Yes, exactly.
We got Leo letting us know. He said, I did a donation, but it didn't show up. Leo, I'll be having that same problem. If you're doing it from your phone, you do like you give a donation, they do a super chat. If it looked like it went through and, they charge you, you will actually get a refund. Leo, just letting you know that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I be having that problem too. I be donating to people, and then sometimes it don't go up. So it'd be like 2 days later, then I finally reimburse. But we appreciate the thought of it. So we gonna go ahead and
Play our
what Leo say?
song.
What Leo say?
What you
What's
say,
going on?
Ain't nothing free about us.
All right, we appreciate
Yeah,
you, Leo.
man.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Thank you, Leo.
All right, so getting into it, yeah, so that kind of wrapped up that question, that conversation that you had. Really just get to the point, confront the situation. Don't let the foolishness linger on. It's
And
pretty
don't
much what
start,
you're saying.
because you start off like that, you start looking suspicious, and you be like, "Oh, I don't want to tell nobody." And it's like, well, you didn't really do it properly.
Exactly. There's a way that you go about
because
it.
if you confront in front of everybody, so if somebody's talking about you, why do you believe that somebody's talking about you? You don't know. Somebody just don't want you guys to be at odds and fighting with each other. So confront the situation. And another thing I don't like, and I'm just saying it because it all goes around the thing. If you hear somebody talking about somebody else, don't be believing it. If you ain't met the person or whatever, don't believe what the person is saying until you meet them and get your own opinion about them, because they might be a B or a Q or XYZ to somebody else because of their reaction to what they're doing to them. And you up here putting yourself in a position of not liking it. Because I tell people right now, there's a lot of reasons why I don't have friends. It's because you listen to the foolishness of somebody talking about me before, and you didn't have the mindset to say, let me figure out if I like this person for myself. So I don't want a friend that's going to sit there and just believe anything somebody else says. So we can't never be friends. We'll always be associates, but we will never be friends.
Well, Leo, he says you're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so getting into this next question right here.
Think that was a good question, or y'all. Hope we helped you. You gotta get in this camera too.
And this one is for all the clumsy folks out there.
Oh, that's me.
So this one right here, we have, it's a married couple. They're recently married, kind of newlyweds, and so the wife, she's very clumsy. She once left her laptop on the bus, her business laptop.
Ooh,
so it was the
that
one
ain't
that's for the work, and she left that on there. And luckily, the bus driver held that for 3 days, and she was able to get it. She always lose her keys. She always lose everything.
That's not clumsy. That's forgetful.
She's forgetful. We'll say that. And so, newlywed, so you can see what comes to mind when they're married. She just lost her husband's ring, the ring that he gave to her. So her ring, she just lost her wedding ring.
Money,
and she don't really know what to do in this situation. Any other time, she's lucky enough to find it. It comes up.
How did she lose the ring?
And she was, I believe she was at her job.
Mm-hmm.
And it's office job. She does typing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know if the ring wasn't well adjusted, but whatever it was, it was uncomfortable for her at that time. So she took it off for her job, and now she don't know if it's in the trash, if it's in the,
How are you?
She don't know where it's gone. Mm-hmm. And she gotta. The whole problem is, even if she could possibly find it, she gotta face the husband and give him something. So, what do you do in this situation?
Honey, I'm forgetful, and I just have a problem. I don't know what it is, but the ring was bothering me at work. I put it on the desk, and now I can't find it. I'm sorry.
And that's what you do.
That's all you can do. I don't know what else can you do. I mean, you can lie, but I just yelled at the first relationship advice that you can't lie.
She just want to know what she can do in this situation.
She can't do nothing.
What if it's gone? What if it's actually permanently misplaced?
She gonna have to buy another ring. I'm good at this conversation because I'm gonna tell you right now, my husband Chris Hall, the way y'all be, everybody love Chris. That dude. I done buy him 2-3 wedding rings, and he lost all of them to this day. He even went back and bought 2 himself to replace the one that I bought. That I bought him. So he bought 2 of them. So that's a total of 5 rings. Chris has lost and don't have neither one of them. But he put some little ring he got on his finger as place of it, and that thing ain't been lost nowhere. But them 5 rings that we paid money on, yeah, those been lost. All you can do is tell the truth. You can the marriage is gonna either get mad or not get mad. I just was like, okay, But once you know the type of man or woman that you have,
Yeah.
why are you getting mad about something? What ring? She tell her if you don't want to buy another ring, you're going to have to endure the pain and you're going to get a tattoo ring because it ain't coming off your finger. And you ain't got to worry about it. That's just all it is. I'm just saying. I don't even know what else to tell you. But I know people get mad and get frustrated. Like, I can't believe you lost a ring. Rings are easy to get lost. I don't care what ring it is. It's easy. And if you take it off and put it somewhere, when I lost the diamond to this ring, I had to take it off. I had to put it in a purse. I can't tell you what that purse is right now, only because we moved. But I put it in a purse, and I made sure that purse traveled everywhere I went. And I always checked to make sure that ring was there. And then when I gave it to him to put a new diamond in it, and I said I went a little bit bigger, and he did. And then that's what we did, and that's it. Because I'm not really a jewelry person. You don't never see earrings. You ain't gonna never really see a necklace. This is about the only ring you're gonna see. Once in a while, I might play around if I'm doing skits and stuff to put a ring on, but you don't see me with jewelry. So this is the only jewelry I have. So that's it. So I do keep it. Now, for a person who don't wear jewelry at all, my ring ain't never been lost. Chris Hall?
Oh my goodness.
Like I said, 5
You don't
rings.
have to do him like that. Not to put the
5.
last name.
He put 5 on it.
Oh. Oh, she getting wild over here.
He put 5 on it and lost all 5. Okay. So, but I could be angry about it and be like, we got to get a divorce. That's stupid. Like, Chris, I don't know what it is. Rings is not his forte. Necklaces he can keep. Earrings he can keep. Rings, I don't know. He puts it up. One, he lost in Vegas. Like, we was in Vegas. He took it off to take a shower and it stayed there. So somebody got my ring there. The other ones, it's crazy how they got lost because literally it be in the apartment that we live in. And so we moved out and we still ain't seen it. So I don't know where these things disappeared to that we can't even find it when we move out. So literally, you can be mad about it, yes, and you have every right to be mad, but be honest. Like, really, all that you can do is be honest. The man should not be mad because the girl is forgetful from the beginning. She don't love laptops. She don't love rings are smaller. I mean, I'm surprised nobody stole the laptop because it's a laptop. Exactly. So my thing is, it ain't like this is gonna be some surprise. Like, ooh, I can't believe. No, she crazy. My thing is, I would be looking at her like, fool, why you take the ring off? It was uncomfortable. Put it on a different finger or something. But get it on the necklace. But why did you take the ring off and place it somewhere? I don't know. Well, you're gonna have to buy your next ring. I ain't paying for it. That's just all.
Or you get the Dollar Tree ring.
And that's the one you keep forever. Because I'm telling you, Chris got this one ring. I don't even know where it came from, but I would tell you that ring ain't never went nowhere. That ring is steady strong on the finger. Like, we could get Chris in here now. It's on the finger, like hardcore, like it's glued to it. But the 5 rings, the 3 that I bought, the 2 that he bought, those gone. And it's funny because even the 2 that he bought, like, you could be like, well,
he bought it, so he gonna keep it.
Yeah. No, Chris lost it. Now the jewelry store.
You can't even get mad at it. I can't get
mad. The jewelry store is gone. And they don't, and before they was gone, they didn't even make that ring no more. I mean, we bought that same ring 5 times. Even the people at the place like, oh, so you lost it again, huh?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, well, we kept this one on file for you.
Nicole said, Chris is Lord of the Rings.
Exactly. But we could be having big old arguments over that. But my thing is, why? It really is material. Just why? I know it's supposed to be the symbol and all that, but literally, if you feel that bad about it, she gonna have to sit in some pain and get a tattoo around her finger. And I knew I wouldn't. Chris can get a tattoo around his finger because then the only way you're gonna lose that ring is if we cut your finger off, and you don't want me to do that. Because I'm the only one allowed to cut Chris's fingers off, so that's just how it goes.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and welcome in
the Robertson family.
They say, hey, family, how you doing? What's going on? She here.
Oh my God, wake up.
We gotta welcome in African Dreaming. Jay and April. One of them is in here. Or maybe both. What's going on? How y'all doing?
How you doing?
They say greetings, family, and chat. What's going on?
welcome in enlightening Texas Chi, Sibo, and I am and Levette.
All right.
Welcome in.
Listen, the Robertson family said, I understand, sister. I bought my husband 4.
See? That's what I'm saying. So what you gonna get mad about? Like, all she can do is tell you, honey, you know how I am. So I'm just gonna tell you this. I'm bracing you seriously. This is important. I lost something else. What you lose? A wedding ring.
Oh no.
And that's it. That's all you can do. Chris, did he even tell me the last one was missing? I can't even remember. I think the last one he was just like, forget it. Wow, just throw me under the bus. Oh, I am Chris.
Yeah, we got to welcome him in. We've got Bubba 007 Hall. Her husband is slid into the fray, and he said, wow, you just throwing me under the bus.
I did, because it's true. He knows it's true. I don't even know. Like I said, I don't know what ring he got on his finger. I ain't paid for it. He ain't paid for it. I think he found the ring. One time, what was it? It was at it was either our Christmas, which we do on New Year's Eve, or Halloween. And we was up there playing games or something. And Jonathan, my middle son, was like, isn't that my ring on your finger? So that meant he had lost another ring. And I looked. So he didn't even tell me he lost another ring. He put a ring on his finger. That should tell you how much I look at his finger. He put a ring on his finger, and I had no clue. And I was like this. And it was like a little Batman ring.
Why are you doing him like this?
And I looked. I said, no, he didn't lose another damn ring. Literally, you lost another ring.
Not the Batman ring. That's
not like, what, 3 years ago. It was 3 or 4 years ago.
You said that's the Batman ring. Stop.
He was so mad at Jonathan for busting, but Jonathan didn't know. He just was like, isn't that my ring? And it was a nice Batman. It wasn't like a toy Batman ring. It was like, you know, those high-end silver bands with the nice Batman logo. I mean, it was really nice. But he looked at Jonathan like, I can't believe you just busted into that. And Jonathan was just like, I just want to know where my ring. I'll be looking for that damn ring.
Oh, my goodness.
And yeah, Chris and I looked, and it was a Batman ring.
Not the Batman. That's just.
And my mom's red face just kept agitated. But it really didn't make me mad because again, he had already lost 4 of the rings.
That was your time to be mad. The 4 other 5.
Yeah, the first 3 that I bought, I should have been mad.
Yeah, you can't be mad at this.
Yeah, so then.
Too far in. Robert, oh wow.
He had on that Batman ring, and I looked. I was like,
that's
this fool done lost another ring.
That's cold, not the Batman ring. I remember that though.
Yeah,
I do remember that.
I know. I'm telling you, it was either Halloween or
it was agitated though.
Yeah, I think it was Christmas. Yeah. And I said, these people right here. Like, this is what I'm saying. You could get mad at this stuff and be really mad and want to end a relationship, but literally, this is the top. You see, we laughing about it now. I'm sure I was laughing about it then, but it's just the point that some people just ain't good with it. I ain't buying him no more rings. You know, when we get to our 50th anniversary and I want a big giant ring, he ain't getting one. I'll get him a Batman ring.
Stop. No, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, she didn't. I can't with this right now. Oh, my goodness. I can't with this.
Okay.
Thank you, China Baby New York.
Thank you.
All right.
But yeah, that's what I would have did. Like literally, that's what I would have did.
That's crazy.
Like there's no reason to be mad about it, you know. And like I say, you see me laughing about it, and it's true.
That's the wild part though. It's just the Batman ring is really. You threw
and
that
I had no clue. That's what he asked me when I looked. And he can't tell you where he lost the ring at, but he sure was like, I'm not letting Lenora see this and put that Batman ring on it. And I guess since I saw a ring, I just let it go. I didn't pay attention, but Yeah, Chris had a Batman ring on. Remember that, Chris? Why you said I'm throwing you on the bus? I really threw you on the bus on this one.
We gotta welcome somebody in. She's living her best life. We gotta welcome in Brittany's live.
How you doing, sis?
Brittany's
How's
life in
everything
the building,
going?
feeling picture perfect. She said, "Hey, fam."
Yeah.
All right. Peppermint Kiss, I love you, Aunt Lenora and Eli.
I love you too, sweetie.
All right, Brittany. She said she good. She hopes that we are too.
We're doing great. But yeah, so the best thing to do for
He
that
said, "Yeah, I remember."
So all I can say is tell the truth. That's all you could do.
Peppermint Kid said, "Never heard of a Batman ring."
And it was nice because each of them got a ring. I forgot who bought it for me. Each of them got a ring. It was like the Batman ring, there was a Spider-Man ring, and I can't remember. It was all in a board ring, and they were really, really, really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably was the one bought them dang rings. I can't even remember.
The Batman ring.
Yeah, because I don't know who else would have bought them a ring. So it must have been me who bought the dang ring. But it was a Batman. Yeah. That one, right? It was like that one right there, that black one.
Yeah.
So he's going to show you the Batman ring that it was. That's really nice. Yeah. Oh, it's $8.99 now. Mine was a little bit more back then.
It might not be the same one. It just looks similar.
But he gonna show y'all the Batman ring that Chris was acting like was a real ring.
That's cool.
There you go.
Have to do him like
there
that.
You go.
You said the one that he was acting like it.
I don't know. Was it black or was it silver, Chris?
Black.
Oh yeah, then that's it.
Yeah.
That's the Batman ring.
Oh man.
Chris was wearing that ring strong, and Jonathan wanted his Batman ring back.
That's cool.
My poor child wanted his ring back, and Chris was like, "How you gonna bust on me?" He didn't say that. He just gave Jonathan that look like,
like, oh no, you didn't.
Like, no, you didn't just bust on me. He sure did.
Yeah, they got a good bit of these Batman rings out here, though.
Yeah, it was a nice Batman ring.
And they got a really expensive Batman ring.
See?
And this one is expensive.
I didn't buy that one. No, he didn't get that one, but yeah.
Is this the one you give him?
No, hell no, Chris is getting a $2 ring. $8 is too much.
You don't want to give him that. You don't want to give him the 18.
No, the $2 ring. I'm going to a candy machine and pop that thing in there for our 50th, and there you go, partner. Because Chris over there losing rings. He don't know how to hold on to a ring. And I'm like, why do you take the ring off? Because I don't want it to turn. It's real gold. Why would you take the real gold off and the real diamonds off? And that does not change your fingers. I never understood why he took the rings off, ever. Could you go type in there and tell people why you took the rings off? Because we need to know why. But anyway, there ain't no reason to be mad over it. Tell the truth. Let it go.
She said, wait, they got a battle rank? No, She said, never mind, I get it. We got to welcome in Tea Time
744.
Welcome in.
It's Tea Time.
Come on, wine.
Because I'm in the mood.
For some tasty food. Ring that bell, come on in. Please
don't
be
rude.
rude. We
Why
got
Tea Time. Why we say silent every time? You don't know that one part.
You know, I was hoping that you remember that part, and I remember that other part. Tea Time, how you doing? We sorry for messing up your song. She said, hello. My peeps. What's going on, Tea Time?
Hey, Smooch.
Like, if you hear, you know it, but then, you know, it always lose my...
And it does. It does what it does.
No,
it is what it is.
You want me know
when I watch a video, I sing it with you just perfectly.
Exactly.
You get me to do it by myself, that's it.
That'd be a
How
problem.
You doing, loving me? Yeah, I don't understand.
Now, the Robertson family, I don't know what is up with these men. Girl. I stopped buying those expensive rings. I get those rubber wedding rings from Walmart. They come in 4-packs, and he like that more.
Well, shoot, girl, can you send me the other 3? Because gonna lose those.
Okay, now she just on a bus mode on this. She getting crazy over here.
I love my husband.
I love my husband. The final words. I love my
husband.
Oh man.
You just gotta know where they are. You know, you gotta love your husband and understand that they are where they are. Just like he gotta love his wife. He gotta understand his wife is forgetful and she leaves him everything everywhere and loses it.
Yeah, and if y'all don't know why we're even talking about this, we
Yeah.
have somebody came in with a question saying, well, pretty much saying that they lost their ring and how did they come at their husband about it?
Yeah.
So,
and I said, tell the truth.
Yeah.
Tell the truth, shame the devil. That's what I say.
2 times she said, hi, Chad. She said, oh, where can I get a Batman ring? My nephew would love that. They got one on Amazon.
Amazon,
It's
$8.99. Chris can't get that one. That's too expensive.
Brittany, she said, not gonna lie, it's dope to me. She said, but I got a little geeky side. No, I think it just
no, I thought it was nice too. I really do, but it wasn't his wedding ring. I saw what I got him for his wedding ring. Like, hello. We didn't get that for his wedding ring.
Expensive though. I can't believe this.
We're not doing that one.
You gotta.
I think you missed somebody in the chat that we didn't welcome in.
I know we do. We gotta welcome somebody in. We gotta go ahead and welcome in.
There it is.
Miss Shirley OG Gardner. Welcome in, Miss Shirley.
How you doing, Miss Shirley?
What's going on? She said, welcome to the show. Hello. How you doing, Miss Gardner?
How are you?
We also gotta welcome somebody in. Not all heroes wear capes, but she's here with a crumble cookie to save the day. We've got
Sandra Clark, aka Boo Bears.
How you doing, Sandra?
Hey, sis, how you doing?
Hey, sisters on Strawberry and Bro Panda. Happy Wednesday. Hope all is well with you guys and blessings.
Thank you. And welcome in. I'm gonna mess up your name. Bosby.
All right, welcome in.
I just
made
up
Boss B.
Why couldn't we just leave it the way I said? Why do you have to make it even worse that I messed up the name? Like, literally.
Listen, Bubba, he said he didn't want to damage it. That's what your husband said.
You can't damage gold. Okay, you can't damage. You ain't that strong with your finger to gold.
Are you sure? You know he's.
No, I mean if he took the ring off, he can damage it, but not on. What you gonna do? Clickety clack clack? It wasn't gonna do nothing.
Oh man. Pepper and Kid said, "Okay, I see the Batman ring. Okay."
Yeah. Wow. What did he say?
Oh man.
Something like that. What Chris say?
He said, "Not feeling the love right now."
Oh, I love you, baby. You know I love you.
Oh man, Brittany, she said, "Look like a wedding band to me."
If I bought it for him, Brittany, that would be it. I'm saying he done lost 5 rings. Now, last one, that 5th ring, I didn't even know he had lost until we was doing a game time, and then my son looked over there and said, "Dad, is that my ring on your finger?" And that's what I'm like. You done lost your wedding ring again, didn't you? And Chris, my son, gave my son like this look like, man, I can't believe you busted on your daddy, you know.
Well, Brittany said, you know, it depends on how much he likes Batman. You know, he likes what he likes.
Brittany, let's stay with the conversation. He put the ring on. He just took my son's ring, put it on his wedding ring because he lost his wedding ring. The whole kid, he lost the wedding ring and tried to play it off with my son's ring.
Oh my goodness. Pepper and Kid over here laughing about the other 3. Brittany said, "Oh, he lose rings. I missed that part."
Yeah, this is his. That was his 5th ring. That's the 5th ring. I bought 3. He bought 2, and his last one that he bought, he lost and took my son's ring.
She said, "I came in late. I missed all of that."
Yeah, he took my son's ring and played it as his. And I don't even know when the ring got long. Like, I don't know how long he had the ring. Because my son had a Batman ring for years. So I don't know how long he had that ring on. Like, literally.
Oh my
he had that ring on. Shoot. Look at Chris on my beard. Don't go act like the beard did you in. We know.
She said, "Oh, yeah, it's time for that bubblegum machine ring."
That's what I'm saying. I'm not paying $8.99 to put on Chris' ring. I'm going to put that 25 cent or 50 cent in there, and we're going to crack that little bubble thing open, and here you go.
That's okay. Listen, we ain't had to do all we ain't had to get into detail.
We in the details. Goodness. I need to let y'all know what happened. That's all I'm trying to say. Welcome in, Shonda and Lady Hashi.
All right. She said, "I'm caught up."
Okay,
now.
you caught up.
Yeah, I missed that.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
You did miss that part.
No, I don't have nothing wrong with the. I'm the one. I really believe I'm the one bought them the ring because you know where I got the rings from? It was at Kmart. Kmart was closing, and they had them, and it was really heavy rings. Like they weren't light rings.
Yeah, it's
and then
actually
they had Batman. They had Spider-Man, and I don't know. I think I got Tariq one. So it was Batman, Spider-Man, whatever one I got Tariq.
It says on Amazon it's a titanium ring.
Yeah, so it was really
That's a good
heavy. It was a
material.
heavy ring, and I got each of the boys one of those rings. Well, Chris got my son's ring, and that was it for him.
Look, why the plastic one more expensive than the metal one?
For people like Chris, it needs to be glued to his finger.
African Dream said, y'all show my man a little grace.
We showing him grace. I'm just letting people know from the question, like, I'm giving my advice as I've been the person that bought the ring and it got lost. Because that's what it is. The person was like, oh, I'm forgetful and I done lost my wedding ring. How do I tell my husband? And I'm saying my husband's the one that lost all the rings. And he told me about all of them except for this last one that he lost. And he took my son's ring.
Brittany said he done had rings. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Brittany said you had grace, Chris. You don't need no more grace.
African Dream said, to be fair, there is a lot of rings though, for real.
Exactly. I'm telling you, I bought 3 of them. He bought 2. Okay.
And then he come back with
yes. And then he come up with the Batman ring, and that's he got that whole thing. And then my son was like, "That's my ring." And my son was so innocent. That's my ring, Daddy. That's my ring. And I looked at Chris's finger and I just shook my head. My mom's friend didn't realize that Chris had lost so many rings. So she was, you know how fake this. Yeah, they was just jamming it in, trying to get Chris totally in trouble. And I'm just like, this fool done lost another dang ring.
You can't even be mad.
What I'm mad about, he bought it.
I know.
What I'm mad about, he already lost my 3. This is his second time buying it.
All right, well, GJ3 said, well, first of all, we got to go ahead and welcome in
GJ34.
GJ34 said, why would anybody want to take their ring off if they're married? Just generally speaking.
Yeah, Chris. Just generally speaking, why do you need to take off your wedding ring? He said because he didn't want to damage
ice skating. Oh, man, but GJ3.
Welcome to Valerie
in this situation, the question that we actually did take before we spiraled to this conversation.
Oh, we spiraled.
So she works the office job, so she was typing and apparently it was giving her a hard time. Maybe it needed to be readjusted or something like that, but she took it off for that. I don't know. I think if you got a ring, only time you should cut it off is if your finger is dying, your circulation cutting off, and you need to get it resized.
Exactly.
But I don't really think any other time you don't really need to take the ring off.
I'm gonna tell you, a lot of times he had lost the ring in the house. The one time I know one for sure was in Vegas, because when we got home, he was like, "You're gonna be mad," because he was he didn't know he left it in there until he was looking through all his stuff. I left my ring and it was in the shower. So we called, of course, whoever cleaned it. It's like, "Hey, I got a ring. Hey, it's gold and diamonds. Hey." So they didn't find it. But he knew exactly where he left it. She said washing dishes or showering too because of the drain. Well, I don't take mine out, and mine get a little loopy. I just hold on to it.
And I think it's also different for the men's one.
Oh, Lord.
What happened?
You gonna sit here? It's different for the men. Crap is gonna get you in trouble.
No, I'm saying
now we're gonna be in a serious conversation.
No, I wasn't even saying bad. I'm saying for men's, like it usually are bands. Like the bands, some people got diamonds in their bands, but some people don't. But I see a lot of people with just a metal band, or a gold band. Like it's just. So I think you ain't really got to take it off. If you got just a regular band, there's no real reason to take it off.
But if you look up early in the comments, he said because he didn't want to damage it. I don't know how you damage gold. I just don't know. I done did everything with this ring and it's not done.
If you worry about rust or something like that,
you can't rust the gold. You can't rust gold. I don't take it off. I damage. I take a shower with it. I clean with it. I do all kinds of things with this ring. Chris, we need to know.
So yeah,
even the men can't have your back no more, Chris. We trying to figure it out, Chris. Don't act like you can't hear me.
Well, African Dreaming right now saying to GJ3, I've had 2 careers that I couldn't wear my ring or any hand, wrist, jewelry for safety reasons.
No, this was at home reason.
Vacation stop,
reason.
not that at home.
He didn't lose his ring at work.
He's just giving some clarity.
Yeah, I'm just saying they ain't working for Chris.
Mm-hmm.
He had home reasons and vacation reasons. We don't know. He done lost his ring, and that's what it is. It is what it is. It's gone. There's nothing we can do about it.
All right. Well, hey, Peppermint Kitten, she's saying, I don't know, GJ3. Well, someone wants to cheat. That's when they take rings off. Just think about it. I don't know. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's just what I think.
Were you trying to cheat? Peppermint Kitten, they say the only reason to take off a ring is to cheat, Chris. Was you trying to cheat? Chris ain't talking to me right now. I don't know what's going on with this conversation. Chris!
We also got to take this time to welcome in.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, we got to welcome in. MMS, we got LB. G in the building. What's good, LBG? Saying what's good people.
Yeah, welcome in, Riyadh. Welcome in, Levette.
All right, what's going on? Now, Brittany said, right, if it fits real good, it's fine. Like, if the ring fits, it don't, don't.
Who's Chris over here lying?
He said the job had machine work.
But you didn't lose it at work, Chris. You didn't lose your ring at work. I know where you worked. You didn't lose it at work. If you would have lost it at work, I could have said, okay, I understand. I know where you work. I used to work there. I got you.
I'm going to say this too, like, of course, people fluctuate and they need to get resized. But, like, if you were within that 0.5 range, that ring is like, it ain't getting past on a certain point just easily like that. So I don't really know what's going on. GJ3 said, well, it's okay for a married one to take off their ring if they're just only taking a bath or a shower. He's saying, is it okay for a bath or shower to take off the ring?
It's not okay. Because the ring you're not going to get gangrene off the ring. It ain't going to rust. The ring ain't going to go through nothing. I done took plenty of showers with this ring. I done washed dishes with this ring. Matter of fact, I've even washed clothes with my hands with this ring. The ring is still the same. The only thing we had to do was because I lost the diamond. The diamond popped off. And so to get it redone, I asked you got to put it in the ring. But I was up front like, oh, Chris, look at it. And it's scratching. So I'm going to put this in my purse. So there was a time where I didn't have a ring on because I needed him to do it. We didn't have the money at the time for him to do it. So when he got the money, he put the new diamond in. And I could go anytime to get it cleaned and everything else. But, I'd be scared to lose my ring. So, unless I'm sitting up there watching you do my ring, you ain't keeping it.
Mm-hmm.
My husband, on the other end, the moon, the sun comes down. Any reason to take the ring off, he done took the ring off. I don't know.
Said, oh, wow, Aunt Lenore. GJ3 saying, would it be okay if they were only just washing dishes too? Like how Lucy had in like how Lucy did in I Love Lucy?
Lucy did that because it was a skit. I don't know too many women that take the ring off. I mean, I can understand you might want to take it off if you have one of those big giant diamond rings, and your finger get heavy. You can't put your finger in the glove, or it might be scraping up the dishes. But that's about it. Like literally, my diamond is not that big, so I don't need to take it off. His was flat on the band, like it was flat, like it was flat on the band, like it had like a gold, and then it had
looked
a
like
silver.
The other Batman ring.
It had a gold and like a silver, and then it had like about a certain amount of diamonds in there. That was about it. And when we got married, he just had a regular band. He don't even know what that band is. So we really talk about it. It's 6 rings that he lost because he don't even know what the band is. So when I first got him, he had a band. And then for our anniversary, I upgraded to the ring. So our first year is when he got the ring. And then after that, he just been losing rings left and right.
African Dreamer said, Queen wilding on Chris.
What? No, I'm not, Jay. I'm not.
Bubba said, yes, she is African Dreamer.
Honey, bunch of O's. I'm not wilding out on you, baby. I love you.
We're going to go ahead and welcome somebody, and we've got
Kirby
Cog. Welcome in.
Yes, how you doing?
She's saying, hey, fam. How you doing, Kirby Cog? Welcome in. And Brittany said, right? No more chances of losing it with it off.
Exactly.
All right.
I'm just saying.
Peppermint kids. Oh wow! At home, all I
Ain't you
know.
see me? That's what I'm saying. And then like when we move from the place, you would think we could find the ring. No, it's like the ring done got up and rolled on off. It's like we can't never find the rings.
All right, we're gonna step into this next question here because we've been on this ring conversation. We get something started, and you can't get off of this ring.
I was just letting him know that I know
it's
what
okay.
the husband
you
felt.
know what he gonna feel like, and you
yes,
saying he's just gonna have to accept it.
Accept it. Just tell the truth. Don't lie, and don't put on another ring and wait for somebody to bust on it.
Should she expect another ring, or should?
Oh no, I wouldn't buy her another ring because she can't hold on to nothing. There was no reason for her to take the ring off.
No, so if
you want another ring, buy it. That's how I told Chris. He had to buy what you did.
A ring pop from the Dollar Tree.
No, because then after you suck the ring off, the candy gone, and that's it.
You probably get it like
get one of those 25-cent candy machines. Go in there and get the ring, the little bleak, and get the little ball, crack it up, and say, "Here you go." You can lose it all you want. I got a whole bunch of 25 cents just sitting away for you to lose it.
Well, GJ3 said, would it be okay for someone that say they had lost their ring to their spouse, and their spouse had the ring in their pocket to say, "Too bad"? No,
I don't think that would be okay.
That'd be foul.
I'd be like, I would wait till you confront me about it, and then be like, "You mean the ring right here? Mm-hmm. Is this what you're talking about? Like, why didn't you tell me sooner about it? Like, hello." But that's what I'm saying. How we already think how. That's what I'm trying to say is like when you're married or in a relationship or whatever, mother, daughter, son, whatever. We always think the negative, so we always want to go right into lying. And to protect ourselves, but when you lie, you make it so much worse than just telling the truth. Yeah, the person might get mad, but at the end of the day, when they think about it after they've been mad, it's like, well, there's nothing I can do about it. Now, you might never get a ring again, and you shouldn't be mad that you don't get a ring again. But at least you know you told the truth, and you call it a day. Chris got 3 out of me, really 4. That I was thinking about the man. He got 4 out of me. He ain't getting no more.
He said, there's a lot of people that like to play and do what y'all call pranks today, right?
Well, I'm not one of those people to prank because I done been that cussed you out and you done got me on YouTube cussing and throwing stuff and knocking, acting a fool, getting mad, can't breathe, and then
you see how enthusiastic
and then go just prank. I'll be mad. Like, what you mean prank? Well, you ain't putting that video up because I done acted a fool.
Kirby Kyle said, "I'm well. I hope y'all are too."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Brittany said next. Sandra said, "I rarely saw my parents or even my grandparents take off their wedding rings ever. As far as I know, they kept them on at all times, even when they went to bed."
Exactly, Sandra. We got let Chris.
GJ3 said, "Would it be okay to prank somebody in that kind of way?" Listen, it's case by case. If you know your spouse, so if you know that they ain't feeling no prank, don't do the prank. But if they very playful and lighthearted,
y'all pranking each other and stuff like that, yeah, that's fine.
Have at it, but ain't no way I'm gonna do. So especially, listen, if I was Everybody Loves Chris and I was married to Queen Lenore, I wouldn't bat my eye on no prank like that. We might do a light little prank, but we ain't doing nothing crazy like that. All of a sudden, it'd be like, well, you already see how she acting about the rings, and she's lighthearted about that. But that energy, it go both ways. You get the good, happy energy. We laughing right now, but you lose that. You mess around talking about, you ain't got your ring, too bad, and it's in your pocket the whole time. Ooh wee.
Really?
You're not in for that kind of prank. That prank is a murder prank gone wrong.
What you trying to say about
That's the try not to die prank.
I think you like trying to say something about me, y'all.
I'm just saying.
Are y'all kidding me? Because I'm
try not to
say
die
something
prank.
about me.
Try to survive prank. It's not the topic prank for me. But we're going to go ahead and get into our next question. This is a very interesting question.
Not a ring pop.
Exactly, ring pop. But, get it. You can put some resin on the ring.
Shut
on
up.
The pop. Make it shine a little bit. But so this next question right here is very interesting. All right. So we got boyfriend, girlfriend. We could even say husband and wife in the situation, whatever. We got some partners here.
Mm.
And financially, they're all right. They could definitely be doing better. And, the girl, she wants to do certain things. And so she has now proposed to to her significant other about an OnlyFans. And so the first thing that came to the dude's mind is, I don't want nobody to see my partner in that light. I don't want to see them to be able to see what I see. That's for my eyes only kind of deal.
Exactly.
And he was like, I don't really think I'm feeling that. And then financially, is it even going to be worth doing that? She's acting like, she really could pull in the numbers, but in his mind, he's like, so even if we go that length and you're doing everything that you're doing, how's that going to affect our friends, family, all that? Because, it's actually, it's all out there. And she said, no, it'll be private, all that. And then his thought goes, and is it even going to be worth it financially? So how do you feel about this right now? How do you feel about this OnlyFans proposition?
I'm going to just tell you right now. I don't know why everybody's on this quick money scheme, cash thing or whatever.
Everybody wants the fast money.
But I just do not want to have to put myself in a position where I'm no longer the queen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I have queen mentality. That's what my mind is always, queen mentality. And I just don't want to be put down with the peasants. I don't. That's just how I look at it. That's the best way I can say it without being rude. I mean, that's just how I'm trying to do it, because to each his own. Like, if that's what y'all want to do, that's what y'all want to do. If you don't mind your girl doing that, you don't mind your dude doing that, that's between y'all. But in my mind, I'm just like, my husband's my king. I don't want to look at him like a peasant. Now everybody else get to see my king and what I got. That's mine. You don't get to see what I got. Because literally, if you think about it, and this is really, I'm going to say for married people, I'm not going to say relationships, boyfriend and girlfriend, but married people who've been married for a while, we know we keep our business private. So we don't talk about what goes on in marriage life. We keep our stuff private. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So ain't nobody can come in there and do anything. Like, even though I play around and talk about the ring, it never was a serious conversation. I never really ever got mad about the ring. So it's a really fun conversation. It doesn't really bother me because it's material. But my thing is, you will not hear any big dark secrets about me and Chris, because that's between me and him. That's our married life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's your business.
So now you telling me I'm gonna let you see a product of mine?
Yeah.
Now, I already said I could never do menage a trois, because literally, if he moans too much, if he feel like he enjoying the girl too much, it's gonna be a problem. That's just what it is. I'm not.
But you're not the type of person to even, you're not that type.
I'm not sharing.
To do that.
I don't share. I feel like I'm sharing if I let you see my husband's assets.
Even if they completely across the world, you sharing?
Yeah, I'm sharing. You get to see my husband's assets.
Different countries.
Who gets to see my husband's assets but me? That's it. And then I think it's the same with Chris. He don't want nobody seeing my assets. That's his. Mm-hmm. That, like, he married me, and now all this right here is his. I married him, and all that is mine. I'm not sharing it. And I always say, even when I tell my girls, and I've told you this too, when I tell them that their stuff is, sacred, don't just, be giving out. I said, if I gave you this rare black diamond, this is one of a kind black diamond, would you just give it to anybody that came around? Every boyfriend you get, they get to keep the ring, the diamond. And they all said no. All the girls said no. So why are you giving up your privates? So why would I show you that I got it? If I won the lottery today, do you think I'm going to be up there on the news like this with a big check like this? You would not see me. They'd be like, oh yeah, somebody in Portland, Oregon won the lottery. And that's all you gonna know. You won't know my name. You ain't gonna see me with the big check. You ain't gonna see nothing. Even if they say, "Oh, can we do a blur out your face?" You gotta blur out my whole body. You are not seeing any part of me. You're just not. That's me. I don't want nobody coming over talking about, I want to borrow some money. I don't want nobody, because you won't know I have the money. You just won't know. I'm not even telling my family. I'm gonna drive to Salem by myself, and I'm gonna go and get my lottery winnings. I'm gonna go put it in the bank, and I'm done. Like, you won't know. Now they will get some stuff, and I will bless some people with some stuff, but you won't know because you're not gonna call me every other day because mama or friend done got millions. You're just not. I'm just not doing it. So if I'm sacred about that, my husband's definitely off limits. And I already know I'm off limits. Shoot, Chris got the nerve to tell me what I can wear and what I can't wear outside the house. I've been looking at him like, you crazy. Like, I'm grown. But you know what my grown butt do? I be putting, okay, I can't wear this. So I can put on some clothes. And then I got the nerves to have a nephew to think he can tell me what I can wear too. So I got Chris telling me what to do and my nephew telling me what to do. I really don't. This queen don't got no rights over herself.
Oh, that's terrible.
It is.
Oh, well, GJ3 said, you know, I knew she was thinking about something the way she was just looking at him while he was talking. The Robertson family said, like always, I enjoy being here today, but the children are home now. They always need mama. Y'all be blessed. Catch y'all next time.
Okay, bye, Robertson.
Y'all probably gone
Laquita.
now, but thank you. We appreciate you.
Welcome
for your
in,
time.
Passionate, Lost Dog. I don't need to see Boo Bag. Hey, thank you
Welcome
for the heart,
back.
Passionate.
Curry Kashi over here laughing. Brittany saying, oh, nah, she ain't feeling that one.
Thank you, Brittany. Thank you, Brittany. Yes.
All
yes,
right.
Brittany is on it.
Listen, Peppermint Kids, I don't blame you.
I'm just not sharing.
We got to welcome somebody. She stepped into the place. We got
Stay
Stace.
is in the building.
What's good, Stace? How you doing today? What's going on with it?
Yeah.
All right. And, you know, GJ3 said
Thank
when
you
he
for
was
the
explaining
hearts.
that, he said that's how it's supposed to be.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So not everybody need to know about what's between you and your spouse.
Exactly.
Sandra, she's saying correct, sisters on Strawberry.
Yeah.
African Dreamer just laughing in here.
You know, African, he said 100% because I already know
Yeah,
African ain't letting April do that.
Oh, no.
April come up
Jay
talking about who I want to do.
Jay,
he ain't gonna sing a song no more. We ain't gonna see nobody on YouTube for a good 2 months because this is gonna be an argument because they're gonna be like, what you mean? What you mean? And April Show can't be like, ooh, prank. They be like, I don't know prank what?
You ain't gonna be African Dreaming no more. You're gonna be very awake. You ain't sleeping on this
He
conversation.
ain't gonna be sleeping on nothing. Yeah, they have a whole new name. Let April, let April be like, Jay, you know, we need to make some extra money. I should do an OnlyFans. Jay gonna be like, who is you talking to? He's gonna be looking at the tables. I know there's a prank. Where's the camera at? Because I know you tripping. I know so. Hold on.
Oh.
African Dreaming will no longer be in Africa. Okay, they gonna make a whole new continent. Whole new continent be just that. And I'll be like, ooh, and I'm gonna know too. Ooh, this is a whole new continent. I didn't even know they had. How you build a new continent in Africa? Because Jay done acted up. April like, I was just playing. I gave you time to tell me you was pranking. You didn't prank? Let me tell you. We in a whole new continent. Ain't even no internet. Now, OnlyFans there. You want an OnlyFans? I got you with. He gonna build a little, he gonna get some four plywood, put a window up, and put a curtain there, and he's gonna open the curtain. Go ahead, OnlyFans. I'm your top OnlyFans.
Oh my
this
goodness.
Ain't making me no money. Here's $1.
Oh, you having too much fun.
I'm just saying, you know, people been married for a while. We ain't into all that new stuff. Us old school ain't really into all that.
Well, we gotta welcome in
J3GS Farm.
Welcome in.
Welcome in.
Say Love and Live Show. Hello.
What's
going on? How you
doing?
All right, we got GJ3 and now we got J3GS.
Hey, I'm just telling you right now, we already know.
Jason, he said African Dreaming, much love. I appreciate you guys for sending me over here, fam.
Oh,
we appreciate you for being here, Jason, and African Dreaming for sending them over here.
Exactly.
Because that's terrible.
It is. I'm just telling you what's gonna happen. April ain't having it, and Jay ain't having it. So I'm just letting you know we would not see African Dreaming no more.
No, they wouldn't be African Dreaming.
They wouldn't have no internet. They just be looking for some wood. They probably wouldn't have electricity over there. And now, go ahead, think you want to do OnlyFans if you want to. I'm just letting you know it ain't working. Like, you know.
No. Oh my goodness.
I'm just telling you.
Jay won't be singing no more with that.
He would not be
conversation.
singing.
Oh,
Shoot. He be up there. You know who is that? Ariel, where the queen took the voice.
You right there.
April gonna take that voice. He gonna be like, yeah. He got a good voice, but we ain't gonna hear that good voice no more.
Can't even hear it no more.
I know.
You wildin'.
Look, Lovely Show ain't gonna get our only song no more. We got a song from African Dream. If y'all ain't heard it, y'all better go check it out.
You won't never get a song again.
You'll never get another song again. April ain't playing that game, and Jay definitely ain't playing. So, like I said, we just ain't doing that.
Well,
so I'm gonna just say no to the OnlyFans.
That's that.
Y'all can play the game if you want to, but that's not the one that's gonna work out.
Don't play with that game at all.
No, we're not doing.
Play with fire, you will get burned.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, there was a song it was a song in the movie back after the day talking about treat your woman right or get that burning bed at night.
No, you don't want the burning bed.
And then I saw the movie. It's on one of these online streaming thing, Burning Bed, and I said I remember that movie. Yeah. So we don't want to go back old school like that and have a burning bed. So we just ain't gonna do that. And I don't know why people think of stuff like that. Like there's so much you can make money off of.
I think it's just because, especially the younger generation right now, we think money, everybody's, they show it off and, you think that these people's really making money. But the funny thing is, though, the average person that's doing OnlyFans is only making $130 a month. So is that worth?
No, and you can start your own business and make money. They got pop-ups everywhere. You can do it online. I mean, there's ways you can make money. You still gonna hustle and grind the same way as with the OnlyFans as you do with doing your own business. So why do I need to sell my body or what I'm doing to make some money when you can just go out there and make some seasoning? Go out there. There's this one time I was laughing at your auntie Tiffany. Because she made a joke, and then somebody in Oregon actually did it. She's like, you know what? For the ending of a relationship or friendship, I'm going to sell dead roses. And I laughed and said, you silly. And then when she looked it up, and somebody in Oregon selling dead roses making millions of dollars. So why are we sitting up here got to show our body to make money? And why is that the first thing you do? We used to, back in our days, not your days, but back in our days, we would call you, a whole prostitute, all the names.
Yeah.
Now they just like happy to be called those names. I'm just not. I don't feel it.
Full embrace, and I mean it is what it is. You do what you want to do, but I think that for especially younger folks, I think really it's just more of you have your whole life ahead of you. The last thing you want to do is say this doesn't work out for you. Yeah. You don't get to, you're not making the money that you really think that you're gonna make. All of a sudden you're trying to really strive and have a career, and then they do a background check, and this is some stuff that pulls up off of Google. And
what gets me with this? We would call that cheating in a minute. Like that's what we would call in a minute if we just did it outwardly. Yeah. I'm playing on the phone talking to a dude. You cheating? Yeah. We just talked about the girl just touching and feeling. It was cheating. Now you're showing your whole private area. And African Dreamers said, "Yep, can't share." I ain't sharing.
African Dreamers said, "Y'all like, share, and subscribe."
Yes, thank you.
You saying true. Peppermint Kid said, "This is hilarious." She said, "Oh man," but yeah, I think situations like that, people they really don't understand because you have that set for the rest of your life, and then what you don't realize too is what if you got kids, and say you become popular, around a certain age, people's gonna be looking through the internet and be like, "Oh, it's
I saw your mama on the thing."
Oh, your dad was the one that was doing.
No, that's old.
So
that is more traumatizing. That's where you need some help. Your kids gonna need some therapy on that one.
That's what you have to think about, though. It's like, especially how people are even on the internet. Think about how that will advance.
Yeah.
They probably take a little scan of your face and find out everything that you've been on and just everything about you. And
y'all don't know, why don't y'all ever Google yourself and see what comes up when you just Google yourself? And because you on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, all those things, you gonna see yourself on a Google. So now we got you on OnlyFans.
And that's the thing, though. Even if it is,
welcome in, Reese Brown.
Even if a lot of people, they feel like they are under an alias and stuff like that, that it won't be caught. Well, there's been teachers, people who have actual jobs that that if they find out, it will be pretty critical.
Yeah,
and they think that it's not going to spread. Little do they know their neighbors is the ones watching the video. This situation happened.
They're the ones that joined in and joined the
membership.
Exactly. And now they see you at school and be like, I don't want you teaching my kids.
That's exactly what happened. There was a wife caught her husband watching the teacher from the school, and then they reported the teacher.
and they watching it like, ooh,
yeah, exactly. See. So
I'm against it.
I think it's just, especially if you're young, it's something to think about. I mean, you older, you're gonna do what you do, but if you're younger, think about that imprint that will have for your future.
Be careful, y'all. Don't be out there just don't do that.
But yeah, so stepping into this next question, this is just kind of intricate. I don't know. Okay. So pretty much we've got ex-husband and ex-wife. So husband and wife, they were together for a nice bit of time. They got some kids together, and they just decided to divorce, and things wasn't going good. And so now the husband literally, while they're going through the divorce process, start seeing the younger girl, literally, younger girl, like just legal, like 19, 20 kind of girl, like literally. So he getting with somebody just fresh out the gate. And so now he got with her, and he got her pregnant. And then as he got her pregnant, he leaves. It says he's not paying child support. And so right now, in the ex-wife territory, she wasn't worried about child support because they got 50-50 custody and all that. But he's saying he ain't taking care of the baby, and he ain't paying child support for the other one. She wanted to know, is it her place to step in and try to help this young lady who just had that situation happen?
The one that's not married to him no more?
Yeah, no, not that one. To the girl that he got pregnant.
The wife that was married to him is asking, should she help the other woman?
Yeah, to she help the other woman. She,
okay, I'm gonna get to that question.
She want to make sure they got, we're gonna get into it.
Because I was laughing. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because Stacey's crazy, okay? I love me some Stacey, but she crazy.
She says, to each his own. I'm putting on I do what. Stacey's acting up.
Stacey is crazy.
We better not say Queen Lenora on OnlyFans.
Look, I told you, I don't get no say about my life at all.
I'm just saying. Now we might have to check.
And then he already said, because I told him, I said, Chris died, and I'm gonna be, when I saw a cougar, he told me I couldn't even be a cougar. I'm saying I don't get no rights. Peppermint Kitten said, go make some candy or something. There's a lot of things you can make. Exactly. Stacey is crazy.
I said, oh wow, Stacey. Oh, you was doing cartwheels over on me?
Don't tell nobody, Stacey. Don't tell nobody.
Oh, man.
Okay, so this next one, on to what you were saying. Again, I don't know why we like to get in other people's business. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Your kids are done and satisfied. You getting your 50-50 in there. Why do you care what he doing with somebody else's kids?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're his kids. They're not your kids. Are you watching the kids? Are you taking care of the kids? And even if so, still ain't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah,
that's between him and that woman.
Should she connect with her for the kids' sake?
I would connect so my kids can get to know their brother or sister.
But nothing beyond that.
But I'm not helping you in this situation.
I think that's more the question. Should I step in and try to fix what the husband is
all
doing?
You can do is when the husband comes, you can say, are you taking care of this child? No. Why not? I mean, that's still your child. You don't want to be known as a deadbeat dad. You can say those type of things. But I'm not going to be on behalf. Well, Sally told me you ain't paying child support, and you said you ain't going to take care of this baby, and you don't want nothing to do with this baby. And that's just wrong. It ain't got nothing to do with you. I think we too busy loving to step in somebody else's business.
Mm-hmm.
Either we bored, We ain't got no business of our own. For some reason we stepping in other people's business. I ain't stepping in nobody's business, period. Like if me and Chris, God willing it never happen, get a divorce and he gets some girl pregnant, and me and my kids, of course, we fine and satisfied. All I'm gonna do is make sure and I would tell him, make sure your kid over here with this girl, Sally, make sure those kids get to know our kids because that's brothers and sisters right there. We still a big family regardless. We gonna be family. We gonna have each other's back. But we ain't gonna sit up here. That's all I'm gonna say, really. Like, make sure your kids is connected to him. However, you make sure the kids stay connected. That's how it is. If the kids can, well, my kids are older, so they can now, take the brother and sister and go places. But make sure they do what they need to do. That's all I'm saying. But being all up in their relationship business ain't got nothing to do with you. He could be like, well, should I pay child support? And you could be like, Eli, I don't know what you're doing, but you unplugged this and this thing is dying.
What's dying?
The computer is dying. Let me see.
I just unplugged it.
Hold on.
There's not enough power though.
Okay. So anyway, it should pop up now.
Yeah,
okay. But that's how I would just look at it for my own personal thing is tell that person like by itself, like, hey, I hope you are taking care of this child. Mm-hmm. I ain't got no money to take care of no more of the kids. That ain't my business. You shouldn't have stuck a thing where it shouldn't be if you wasn't ready to take care of a child. That's just it. I just believe the men and women should take care of their kids. Whoever got them child the most should take care of the child. But I'm not going to sit up here and be in their business. I'm not doing it. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
All right. So luckily, Sandra's coming through with another question.
Did we answer that one before we go to
with that last one?
Yeah, because you didn't give your advice.
I think just in general with that whole situation, really, like you said, you want to really be out of people's business. It's nice to know. It's nice to know how he's moving in case you ever wanted to put, child support in place and you know how he's,
Why is it nice to know? I don't need to know because I'm already taken care of.
I'm saying because it's unless you if you're gonna get.
You gonna see what that is?
I think that might be a package for you.
Oh, they just knocked through something at the door. But yeah, hold on. Why he going to do that? He said, I'm gonna catch the rest later. Gotta run. Much love, family. Thank you, African Dreaming. Have a great day, Jay. I know you're busy. Thank you for bringing people over. I appreciate it. But yeah, I just think we in too much business. Because like what Elijah was saying is like, what we doing? Like, I want to be, I need to know what he's doing in case of me. I'm first. So I ain't got to worry about nothing.
You got some coffee?
I sure did.
Oh, you just didn't order a whole lot.
I ordered this so long ago. It just took forever.
What is that?
In Oregon, they were slow.
Are you doing unboxing?
I can, I guess. Everything got to be unboxing.
Well, first, before we get into the unboxing with that situation, I really do think that,
camera.
I can understand. Really just focus on your situation. You already got the marriage under your belt, so there's really nothing that you really need to worry about. Mm-hmm. And it seems like you have good communication for you to have custody. So really, like she was really saying, reach out simply to make sure that they have a relationship with their sibling. Your kids have a relationship with their sibling, but outside of that, I mean, there's really not much you should really take on. It's not your responsibility. That's your ex-husband, not your current one. And you can just get into a whole lot even if it was your current one. That's not your responsibility.
Exactly.
So we're gonna leave it at that. Sandra, she got a really good question.
Okay, let's hear it.
And Sandra right here, she's saying, now how would you handle this in your marriage? Do you think that is becoming a regular do you think that is becoming a regular issue, or is this just a person getting used to calling you out your name, but keep apologizing for it? Did I miss something? Okay. She has a question. Okay. How do you feel about when a couple is in an argument and one calls the other out their name, but they always apologize for saying it after because it was in the heat of the moment? But how many times is too many times to keep apologizing for saying it? And how do you handle this in your marriage? Do you think that is becoming a regular issue, or is this something that the person's getting used to calling you out your name but keep apologizing for? And yeah, so I feel like this is a really good question right here. She said, Sandra, I think people do what you allow. You have to show them you mean business the first time. So whatever business means to you. And definitely, I mean, Sandra, I would say this when it comes to this, it's definitely a boundaries thing. And so, you hear stuff you don't want everyone to get comfortable hearing something like that, hearing something that is demeaning you, downgrading you, or anything like that. And so, if they saying it, they keep apologizing for it. It's like a non-apology. You're saying it, but you don't want the backlash for saying it. So, like Stay said, I think you definitely need to put something in place to make sure that they understand what it really doesn't have an impact. Because if not, they're gonna keep people do what you allow them to do. They're gonna keep treading on you, however way that they are, Sandra. So I think that's very important, especially in a marriage. You don't want to ever look at your husband or your wife like they not on your side, or like they just anybody else. Because if they calling you at your name, you definitely that ain't even a stranger. That's something that you don't like, an enemy, opposition. So definitely set your boundaries there. What you got to say about it, Queen?
I'm like say I'm all about boundaries. So I'm gonna tell you my little story. Before me and Chris got married, throwing you under the bus again, Chris. So before we got married, me and Chris got in a big old argument. And I can't tell you what the argument is, but I just remember the argument. That's it. And so he called me while he was at work on his lunch break, and we just got in this big old argument. And one of the things he would say that he said was, "Fine, you're right." And I was like, "I'm not trying to be right." And I've told you guys this plenty of times. I'm not trying to be right. I'm just trying to understand what you're saying and comprehend. Just because I might not agree with it, I'm still trying to understand. It's not about right or wrong, because if I'm right, you're right. If you're wrong, I'm wrong. Either way it goes, it is what it is. So he hung up in my face. Well, Queen got attitude issues, so he hung up in my face. And one thing I do not like is a man hanging up in my face. I don't want no girl hanging up in my face. My
You just don't want to be hung up on the
just
general.
don't hang
Just
up
don't do
in
that.
Queen's face. Did you hang up in Queen's face? You really don't have to worry about calling Queen no more. You have to better figure out another way to get a hold of me, because I'm not answering the phone. You hung up in my face. We're done with that conversation, period. So that's just how I am. And people know this about me. So me and Chris lived together. We didn't stay in the same room because we weren't married yet, like I said, but we stayed in the same house. And so I went out. I went out with his mom. We went out kicking it and everything. Welcome in a sexy step and IQ free. We went out kicking it. I didn't come home until like 5 o'clock in the morning. I got into bed, went to sleep, woke up, and took him to work. By the time when we was driving to work, we arguing because I didn't come home, and I stayed up till 5. And I said, "Well, I'm just tell you, you ever hang up in my face, you better hope it don't get worse than what happened last night, because that was to teach you a lesson. Don't ever in your life hang up in my face." So Chris don't hang up in my face. To this day, he just doesn't hang up in my face. And I don't care how much we argue, whatever. He gonna wait. Okay, I gotta go. He could be at work. I gotta go. My shift in, and I don't want to get fired. I want to get reprimanded. We'll hang up, but he will not hang up in my face. Period. So it is what you accept. If you accept in an argument that you're going to get called these names, that's what you accept. You can't get mad that the person that's talking to you are calling you out your name regardless of an argument on a regular day or whatever, if that's what you accept. If you accept it, that's on you. And if not, and people can get mad for you and be upset, and everybody can be in here and be like, "That's just wrong. Nobody should call you out your name." I don't care how mad. I don't care how mad a person can get. And they can go, "I can't control my anger when I'm mad." But I just want to know, like, if you at a job and your employee gets on your nerves and make you mad, are you cussing your boss out? You go to church and the preacher says something to you, are you cussing them out? Like, if president came over here to say what they ever said, are you cussing the person out that can actually control your fate? Control what happens to you. I'm your woman. You're not going to call me out my name. I don't ever remember a time Chris called me a B, ever, a hoe, nothing, none of those things. I can't even imagine that he did, because I don't think the Lenore that I have always been would have ever accepted it. And I don't think he wanted to ever test. If I got mad about hanging up in my face, I'm quite sure he knows I probably would come up with crazier stuff to do to teach you a lesson if you call me out my name. That's just not what you're gonna do. My friends can't call me a B. My friends can't be like, "Hey B, how you doing?" No, I don't respond. Like, I'll let you go. So it is just like Stay said. Whatever you accept, if you accept it, that's on you. That's just how it is. If you don't want to accept it, you let it be known. Oh, did you call me? The argument ends the moment he calls you out your name. Tell your friend, whoever this is about, the argument ends the moment he calls you. You call me B, you don't have to worry about a conversation at all. Matter of fact, you're going to have more time looking for me than you would never call me B again, because you probably don't know if I didn't come home until 5 o'clock in the morning, just think where I would be. He might not see me for 2 weeks. Like, where the hell she go? Well, I was looking for the B. You call somebody B, so I just stopped and went to look for her. Because I'm like, I was going to let her know you shouldn't be letting nobody call you a B, because I know you wasn't calling me a B. You wasn't calling me out of my name. That's just it. And so I agree with Stacey 1,000,000% on that. Like, you set the boundaries of what you want for anybody, not just your man, anybody. There's boundaries on every level. You let a man call you out your name, dog you, disrespect you in any way, and you accept it, that's on you. And that's all you can do. Chris gets drunk sometimes, and he'll try to talk some kind of smack, but he's talking to his friend. And I just act like I can't hear it, because if I do, I'm going to act a fool. And I know me. Like, I know me and my temper. Like, you're not going to ever disrespect me and think it's okay. So you have to do it secretly. Because I remember one time, another story. I got stories for you because I've been married for a long time. There's this one time where Chris got off work and went to his friend's house. And I didn't know where he was, so I'm waiting for him to come home. Excuse me, whatever. So I call him, and I'm like, "Where you at?" "I'm at my friend's house." I said, "Well, why didn't you just call me and let me know you going to your friend's house?" "I don't care that you went to your friend's house." Mm-hmm. And he got smart. And I went, "Who you talking to?" "I'm talking to him." And so he was drunk. "I'm going to talk to you when you get home." Matter of fact, no, I'm not. You don't even got to come home. And I hung up the phone. Well, of course, you know that man, when I said you ain't got to come home, that man, he flew home. And I didn't talk to him. And the reason I know the story so well is because I bought me a glass table a long, long time ago before I met Chris. I was so proud of my glass table. I bought that was like, y'all don't know how proud I was of myself buying
you
a glass
just
table.
doing all the stories today.
And because I wasn't talking to him, so his friend called, and I was talking to her, and then she was talking to Chris, and then Chris was trying to talk to me, and I wouldn't talk, so I got back on the phone with her, and I was talking to her. He got mad, and he said, "F this," and broke my glass table. I was like, and all I could say is, "You broke my glass table." His arm bleeding. You could see the meat on his arm. He still got the scar. You could see the meat, and I was pissed. Like, I was so mad because I had never bought me no furniture, and I bought that glass table, and he broke my glass table, and I was like, and mind you, I never want a glass table again because the glass table is hard to keep clean. Mm-hmm. But he broke my glass table. Welcome in, Georgia Peach and Benjamin and BB. He broke my glass table. I was livid. So, my sister, she just loves the story. Anyway, so I'm walking, and I'm still not talking to him because I'm so mad. Now I'm even madder than I was before. Mm-hmm. And he just bleeding everywhere. I get so mad that I'm like steaming. So I go into the shower fully clothed, and I turn on the cold shower just to go. And you know how cold showers, I don't care how hot it is outside, it like shocks your body. Yeah. I was so mad it did not shock my body. And he's up there just bleeding. So I'm walking outside. He followed, just bleeding. So he goes to the hospital. His friends come about 30, 40 minutes away, takes him to the hospital. He takes my key. And I got to go pick up my sister because she's at the her friend's house, birthday house. And I kept my sister during the week because of the schools. Because, you know, in Portland, we ain't got good schools. So took my keys. So he had to leave the hospital, still didn't get stitched up, come back to the house to give me my keys because he said he didn't want me to leave. Where the hell I'm going? This is my house. I don't care if both our name on the lease. This is my house. So we ended up taking him to the hospital, and then I realized that this happened like 2 days before my birthday.
Oh, snap.
Because when I took him to the hospital, it was the day before my birthday. So my birthday turned to 12. So then his mom took me and my sister out for my birthday at Sherry's while he was getting stitched up. Because I still wasn't talking to him. I was mad. I was hot. But understand this. He never talked to me and disrespect me again because he doesn't like it if I'm not talking to him. So that's what I'm saying. It's a standard that you have. And you might not do what I do, your friend might, but there's certain things that we know that we can handle. I can't, Stacey said, oh, Lenore do such and such such. If it ain't my personality, I'm not gonna follow through all the way through. So you gotta figure out your personality. But a lot of times we fall in love and we'll forgive because the person apologized. We go, oh, we forgive. But my thing, before you even get a real good apology, you first gotta get a conversation. Because I'm not talking to you. So I don't even hear the apology. Like I do not acknowledge you. And that's with anybody. My mom had a foster kid. She was like, oh yeah, I call my friend B. I said, well, I'm not the one to call B. She tried to do the B thing. And I said, oh, you thought I was playing? Oh no, because I was like, I don't play that game. I'm not ever want to be one of those people that's how we talk to you. Hey B, how you doing? No, I don't like the name. Because if you can call me B, I feel like everybody should be able to call me a B. And that's not what it's like. Period. And my man ain't gonna be like, that's my B over there. Who's your B? I need to find who you be. So I never had that issue of a man really disrespecting me in that type of area because I have a high standard that I don't care. So keep that in mind. I know I was long-winded and told you 3 or 4 stories, but I think it's really important that women and men know that there's boundaries and you can't overstep those boundaries. And just because we're in love doesn't give you the right to overstep those boundaries. Now I'm done talking and we can hear what y'all have to say.
All right. Okay, well. Okay. So Stacey said what she had said. GJ3 said, well, if they're married and if they don't like it, then I believe that it is time for them to have a talk. All right. And she said, well, if they're married and they do it like that, he put that twice. 3 times. All right, Sandra, she said, amen, my bro. G, I agree with what you're saying. And she said, I agree with what you're saying, bro Panda. You're speaking you're truthfully facts. Great feedback. And Sandra said, you are right, my bro G. It is about respect for each other and about being able to be true to oneself and allowing anyone, husband or wife, disrespect you or make you feel shame or bad about yourself. She said, nah, you won't be facts, sisters on strawberry.
She said what?
She said,
nah.
Big facts, you won't, sis strawberry. When you was telling your story, Stacey said, I had a friend that called me a B, and he would always cut on the phone. And that's just, that's how he talks with his family, friends, co-workers. And I warned him several times. Then I blocked him for over a year. But we don't have those problems now.
There you go.
And GJ3 saying, but I think that some be getting confused because many females today seem to love to call their best friend females female dog. I'll just say it like that here. Now, are the female friends or the females who do it in the last situation? I mean, are they really dogs themselves or are they confused too?
They're all confused.
He said, pardon me. So said, but I understand exactly where you're coming from and you're speaking the truth, sisters on strawberry. And GJ3 said, I had took back a comment twice in chat for all y'all streams. Yeah, okay. It's all good.
No problem. Right. It's just about respect, you guys. Like it literally, if we don't, and it's how we hold ourselves too, that makes people feel the way they do. Because I don't go around saying, don't hang up in my face. This is one thing I don't like. Don't hang up in my face. This is another thing I don't like. Don't call me. It's really the way I carry myself and how I'm going to talk to you. And you talk back to me the same way. I don't care what you normally do with everybody else. My standards is I don't accept it. So if I don't accept it, that's just where it is. And that goes for anybody. Like that's here and everywhere else. I just don't accept it. I'll ignore it and keep it kicking. I don't hold on to like trying to make a point
Mm-hmm.
by running my mouth, because a lot of people just want to run their mouth, like I did my 15 stories, but they don't back it up with when they run their mouth.
Yeah.
I don't like it. You call me a B, it's over with, B.
Mm-hmm.
I told you I don't like being called a B. Okay, B. I said I don't like being called. Well, what you gonna do? When you gonna finally say, I'm gonna walk away? And a lot of that speaks a lot louder than running your mouth. And I know people say, talk about it, but people are apologizing and they really truly believe they will never say it again. But what it helps people learn not to say it again, it's the consequences to their actions. Period. So you got that consequences to your action to know that if I get called a B, that you're not gonna talk to me. We're gonna have a problem, or you might be gone, or whatever the case may be. That it is what it is. Thank you for sending me a duck box. I appreciate it, loving it. But yes, Levette, thank you, sis. But yeah, that's just how it is. It really goes with everybody, not just your spouse. And my thing is, how did your spouse ever feel comfortable to call you out your name? What made your spouse feel comfortable?
Yeah, because
to call you out your name.
It could be your reaction off the first time. It could be,
But
I don't know. I think
it
that just
when you come that way. Like, what made it? You know what I mean?
That is a good question.
Because I don't get it. Like, I know people will try it once or twice. Maybe
test the water.
Test the water. But even like when me and Chris, I really didn't have good knowledge of a great relationship. And I really didn't get to really see one all the time in my life. Well, no, I didn't really get to see one that much. You know what I mean? So I didn't know. But I knew, like, when me and Chris was arguing, that I wanted to hear his side of the story. So this is why I say, when God's in you and he talks to you and teaches you, because I knew I wanted to hear his side of the story. And when he said, fine, you're right, I was like, that's not what I wanted from him. I didn't want him to feel like that I'm always right. I never wanted him to feel that way. So I was always trying to be like, no. And so that's what my whole thing was. I'm not trying to be always right. I'm really trying to understand what you're saying. And I want you to understand what I'm saying. And I know I'm more vocal than Chris is. Chris is more quiet. He gets mad and frustrated, and he just gets mad because I don't think he had the opportunity to be able to express. And I didn't either when I got younger. It's just when I got older, I was expressing everything. You couldn't keep my mouth closed. But I really wanted him to understand that. And I think we don't know how to communicate without belittling somebody when our feelings get hurt, without talking about their family members, we go into this thing where I want you to shut up, or you making me this mad, I want to hurt you. And I think that's where the problem is in our relationships with one another, is that we forget when you're married that you are as one. So if I'm belittling you, I'm actually belittling myself. So if the man is calling you a B, he's a B. You know what I mean? You call that man, you're a limp D. That's what he is. You're a punk. That's what he is. Well, that's who you are. You are too, because you're as one. And I don't think when we get married, we think about being as one. And I think if we did, we wouldn't talk to each other crazy. We wouldn't say things, and we would want to understand and help each other grow to be better in a relationship and be successful. But what some people do is they'll let a person belittle them so that person can feel better. But now you're feeling lost, and pretty soon you can only take it so long before you be like, I'm done. And then you'll be wrong to say you're done, because you never let the person know, I don't want to be treated like this. If you can't treat me like the woman that I am, the queen that I am, then we're going to have problems. And you can't treat me like the king that I am. That's how men should feel. Then there's a problem. But if you allow it and then decide, I'm breaking up, I don't want to be with you no more because you done tore me down and all that. But you allow the tear down.
Yeah, don't just happen overnight.
Yeah, so if you stop the tear down, the relationship can work. But what we do is we hold it, and then when we're done, we're through, and there's nothing anybody can say in the world that can mend your relationship. You can go to counseling, you can go to therapist, you can do all kinds of stuff, That somebody can pay you $1 million, you are not willing to be with this person no more because you cannot take it anymore. And then you're talking about, I've been abused, I've been neglected, I've been this, but you allow the abuse, the neglect, and that. Me and my mom was just talking about this earlier today. That there was times I would go everywhere without Chris, but before I did that, I told Chris, "Well, if you're not going nowhere, you're not doing. I'm just letting you know I'm still doing with me. I'm gonna be all over the place, and I'm not asking you to go no more with me. If you want to go, you just better get up and go." And that's what I did. And I said most people would have gave up like after a week or two. We went a year or two. Chris didn't go nowhere when he stayed at home, and I was all over Portland, and I never asked him. I bye, see you later. And now he goes everywhere with me. And when I leave, I sometimes got to remember to tell him because I've been so used to not saying anything to him that it was hard. But now he's everywhere. So sometimes we look at people to change, and we want them to change overnight. It takes a while. So even though you could go, well, I did what you told him, and I gave him a consequence, and he still did it again. And then give him a different consequence because one of the consequences is gonna work on him. Just do it again. So don't think because you gave him a consequence one time, and don't go in there. This is what please don't do this. You cuss me out again, I'm not cooking, or I'm not talking to you, or I'm leaving. Don't. You ain't gotta say nothing.
Actually, speak louder.
Yeah. They cuss you out, B. You get up. Well, where you going? I'm talking to you. We're not done with our argument, and you leave. You leave the room. They can chase you around. If you get tired of getting chased around, get in the car and leave. And by the time you come back, well, why did you leave? I mean, we were. Oh, you called me a B. So when you called me a B, that told me the argument ended. I'm sorry, I just get so frustrated. Well, you better figure out a different way to do it because that one ain't working for us. You ain't got to talk about it. Like, I don't know why we especially women, we got to have a conversation. I don't like it when you call me a B. I don't care for it. It just hurts my feelings. And I feel like you don't love me or you don't respect me. No, we ain't got to do all that, ladies. Don't. Ain't no man going up there. I don't know why you call me a pub. And I ain't no good man. They don't do that. You just pretty soon ain't gonna hear it no more. you gonna have to find that dude. Like, stop talking. We talk too much. And I'm glad you brought that conversation up. It was a well-needed conversation, Sandra. I love that conversation because I do hear that a lot, and I be wanting to talk about it, and I forget every time. So I appreciate you bringing that conversation up because I think it is about respect, it's boundaries, all that. But it all works together. I want respect, so I got to put boundaries up for you to have respect. And sometimes we feel so in love with the person that we feel like I shouldn't have to put boundaries, and he should just know to respect me, and he should know that I get mad every time. And and in his mind is I can't stop doing it. I don't know why I'm doing it because we have not talked to ourselves and understood why we do the stuff that we do. So the best way to do it is let them know I'm not taking it. And nobody likes to be walked out in an argument. Argue with somebody and walk out. That's the worst thing you can ever do. Welcome in, you guys. Poetic Darkness, Antonio Hill, Pretty Brown Eyes, and Baby Girl Nay.
All right.
What'd you just say?
Okay, yeah, he said, now, what if they have children and they're behaving this way around their children? Would they be teaching their children something about a female dog too?
Yeah.
And would the children and teens then becoming confused about why not to use certain words too? One and the other said, I done told you not to call me that. And then they just keep calling each other that anyway.
Yeah.
Wouldn't a child or a teen that they're raising become confused and be like, well, is it okay or is it not?
They don't think it's okay because you allowed it. Just like if you tell a kid, no, you can't have no candy before dinner, but you give them the candy before dinner, guess what the kid gonna do? Every day they gonna ask for candy before dinner because you keep allowing them. But you say, no, you're not having no candy before dinner, and you ask me again, you ain't getting no candy at all. Guess what's gonna happen? They ain't gonna ask you until after dinner. I ate my dinner, can I have my candy now? But if you do it the other way, the kids gonna keep asking. That's the same way with human beings. We do what we do. If you allow us to do it, we do it. I promise you, if you don't set boundaries and do all that, it's easy for people to use you, dog you, mistreat you because there's no boundaries. And they're not thinking that purposely do it. They're not sitting up here and saying, ooh, when I get mad at you, I'm gonna call you. They're not thinking like that. That's not what comes to their mind. And for some reason, we put it in our mind. That's what they're doing. And so we get mad. Well, you did it on purpose because you were mad. And when you're mad, it's your true feeling. Have you ever heard that thing where when you get drunk, you speak your truth?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you mad or if you're drunk and you going through, you speaking whatever it's gonna do to hurt your feelings. You hurt my feelings, I'm hurting your feelings back. It does not be the truth. I'm doing it to hurt your feelings, and I am a product of that.
Oh, you believe
You
that?
piss me off and hurt my feelings. I'm coming for you as well. It took me a while, as when I got an adult, to be able to realize, Lenora, stop doing that. But you get mad, make me mad. Oh, the names that you would be called. And I was very explicit, and I didn't care if you was male or female. Men got called the same names I call females in a minute. I have done some things with my mouth, cussing folks out, that is just was not pleasant.
That was not it.
It was not it. And I thank God to this day that I'm still alive. But we do things out of, you hurt my feelings. And you could say something just as stupid as, I don't like your curly hair, and you think it's cute. And that just hit me to the gut. And to you, it's like, that wasn't really that painful, but it hit me to the gut. And that's what it is. So yes, be careful of that. Miss Madam said, yep,
the tongue is powerful.
It is. And so you got to know, like, you got to watch out. So literally, it's up to you.
Sandra, she said, right, Sisters and Strawberry, because we are our own worst enemy. We want to be loved and have that marriage life, that family, and we allow someone to abuse us mentally, physically, etc. Just big facts.
Yep. And my thing is, welcome in, Miss Matt. I'm not gonna get to say welcome in. How you doing? And welcome in New York, Miss Matt. I love me some Miss Matt. But anyway, yeah, that's the thing that I'm saying. Like, you guys really need to not let people pass those boundaries. You gotta, and I know it's like they didn't mean to say, they a lot of times they don't, because they got away with it with everybody else. So why are you any different? And they don't look at it as being rude or disrespectful, or that they're mentally, physically, well, not physically, let's say lay hands on you, but mentally abusing you. They don't know because you're allowing it. You know what I mean? They don't know. I don't even play with hidden. Like, we're not gonna sit here. Well, I play with him with hidden, but like me and Chris, well, if he was like to play back on me, I would leave it alone, because literally, if he accidentally hit me the wrong way, I'm gonna take it seriously. I told my kids that I don't play wrestle with them or anything, because you accidentally hit me one time, I ain't gonna promise you be all right, and I don't fight fair.
Yeah.
So don't play. I can't play those games with you, where like you can play with each other that way. You can play with your dad like that. You can play with your aunties like that. I just know if you accidentally hit me in the wrong spot or extra hard, that I'm gonna forget that we were he playing. So I don't play in those areas. So that's just, I'll play with him and pitch him and tickle him, because he's not doing it back to me. But if he was to tickle me, that's fine. I don't care. But and I even try to stop myself. I don't do it good all the time, not to come at him or whatever. But because it is what it is. But if he was to say, Auntie, I really don't like this, it'll take me a minute to get it, but I will get it. But I've told myself, stop hitting him, Lenora. He's an adult now. Stop playing around, knock him upside his head, and I'm like, oh, okay, fine. But but I still mess up. So
GJ3 said, always Tam Tam has some lives about setting boundaries too.
There you go. Go to always Tam Tam. She's awesome, and that's good. I'm glad she got boundaries, because that is a good subject right there.
It's a good conversation. Peppermint Ken says, I'm back. It just says you back.
We get ready to
hop
go.
Off. So thank you guys for being here.
Kid.
We appreciate y'all for having these conversations with us. There's some really good questions here on relationship advice.
And I hope we helped y'all. Like,
Absolutely.
This was some good conversation. I hope we helped y'all, because we really want you guys to have a great relationship with whoever you're with, your friends and family and stuff like that. And Sandra, if that's somebody bring them on here on Wednesday for relationship advice. Thank you, Lavette, and thank you, Miss Madam, for the glow stick, and I forgot what the other thing is. Oh, it just says the greatest fan, for being the best fan. I love
Thank
it. Thank
you.
you
We
again,
appreciate
Levette.
y'all.
Ooh, thank you.
We're going to go ahead and close out by saying, remember
to love and live each day as if it were your life.
Thank y'all for watching. Y'all take care.
Yo. L&L. L&L. Woo. 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 Never Live Show. It's hot. Taste it hot. I'm ready. Love and Live.
Let's go.
Love and Live Show. Motivation speakers. Positive affirmation. Tune in every week. We need a Monday family meeting.
Eli always cheating.
Relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time. Come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time. Creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up. Shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your pop-up. Tropical morning for your royalty. Love and Live empire bringing all the heat. You wanna taste that heat? Woo. Try to taste the heat. Woo. Hot sauce. That sweet heat is banging like this beat. Woo. Chocolate burning, love, mild watermelon. Heat. Dynamite to truth. Have you woo?
Favorite nephew, Lenora. She know it's the truth.
Chris. Everybody love Chris. Love it.
It's the love and live show. It's the love and live show.
Love and Live.
It's the love and live
We be laughing, having fun.
Get up and stay up and live. Get up and stay up and live.
Love and Live each day as if it was your last.
The love and live show. The love and live show.
Yep.
This is Love and Live Shot.